Charlie. Welcome to the stream. It's been a minute. It's been a few days. Actually, it's been a while. Like Thursday was the last live stream, right? So it's been geez, man. It's been like 5 days, almost a week. Anyway, today we're going to be watching UWF action. The next, I think, episodes 25, 26, and 27. Tomorrow, I don't know what we're going to do. Let's do Doomer Dossier tomorrow. Luke's put a bunch of stuff back up again. It's been, 11, 12 weeks or more, actually more, because we took a couple weeks off from McHenry over the holiday. So it's been a long time since we've done a Luke West. Let's do a Luke West. Thursday, we'll do Primetime with George Duranda. Friday, Memphis Wrestling. Saturday will be the beginning of Season 2 of Boyd Watch Live. We'll get back into our routine a little bit. I know there's still a couple best of shows we need to do, but we're not beholden to some kind of, nonsense. What's up? It's me. Finally! I couldn't do the whole thing, though. All right. Well, that's my plan for the week. Did I have anything else? I don't think I have anything else. Hold on a second. Let me make sure I didn't have anything else. The Coffee Card Chronicles. It has been a long time since we've had a Luke episode. I forget, we've done like 12 total episodes on Eric McHenry, which is 3 months. Plus, we took a couple months off. Oh, man, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, here we go. I thought there might have been a wrestling clip I wanted to show you guys, but I think I forgot about it, or I forgot what I did with it. All right, yeah. All right. If I have something we can watch at the end if we have time, though. All right, let's get started with UWF. This is episode 25, and I know a lot of you have been asking for this. What's up, Realm Chat, ATF? Check this out. I know a lot of you have been like, listen, where's Boris Zukov, right? Everybody's like, Zukov, gotta have Zukov. Zukov arrives here in episode 25. Something to look forward to. Anything gets it, yeah. Even if you were to just use like the world-class little intro, it would get hit for sure, yeah. If it's under 7 seconds, it won't, I think. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to turn the visuals on. My bad. Oh, hey, it's me. Aiden Trammell, I don't know if you saw it. He commented to me on the Vegan Patriot video, and he's like, do you know who Humble King It's Me is? He said he's going to show Grace a video of me smoking weed, and she's going to hate me. And I was like, well, the Thorpes don't like weed, They've shit on me numerous times for smoking weed. And he's like, well, it's just a little bit of weed. And I was like, he's like, I don't want to get on panel with Grace finally and then have Humble King It's Me come on and show her videos of me smoking weed. Whatever happened to something being transformative? Here's what happened to it, okay? Is that the rules apply differently if you have money in the United States. That's the reality. I could be streaming, I could be doing Truthfully Trisha stuff, we could probably honestly be watching WWF stuff as long as we were like careful about it, but in order to defend my right to do that, I'd have to go to court. And I think I would win, but I don't have the money to do that. And in the meantime, like, it's a nightmare. But yeah, it boils down to if you're wealthy, you can defend your content even against lawful criticism and, commentary.
I'm Greg DeGeorge, along with Captain Lou Albano, sitting in for Bruno Sammartino. We are coming to you from Universal Studios, Florida. It's a pleasure to be at this great facility. And tell us what happened.
Okay, because I asked him, I said, what did you do to make him mad? And he's like, I didn't do anything.
For Bruno here, Captain Lou.
It's certainly a legendary place, and I'm filling in for Bruno Sammartino, the living legend of wrestling, because Bruno is right now negotiating with the Universal Wrestling Federation and Sports Channel America to crown a new champion on our pay-per-view event at June 9th right here in Florida. Woo! I feel good.
All right, it'll be a pleasure to be alongside you. And coming up, we've got a lot of great matches, including the first ever women's...
Yeah, there you go, yeah.
Universal Wrestling Federation, Malia Hosaka going up against Penelope Paradise. This is the first for the UWF.
I believe it's going to be a stepping stone. I believe women have the same right as men to be involved in professional wrestling. They're two good, very capable wrestlers. I've watched them before. We're going to be in for a treat.
All right, great card. We'll tell you more about the pay-per-view event as well. But right now, let's get to our matches for the program.
Craig and Captain Lou, it's a beautiful day at Universal Studios, Florida, and what a perfectly appropriate way to begin the Fury Hour than with the Florida
Oh boy, Brian Blair.
One of the most bizarre sights in professional wrestling today, the UWF debut of the
Oh yeah, he goes, well, Grace doesn't even know who I am. And I'm like, huh? I was like, what do you mean, dude? I was like, everybody in the Grace world knows who Aiden is. Like, come on. We all know who you are. Like, not in a bad way. I'm just saying, like, if you're in the chat regularly or you're in the comments or whatever, I mean, people are going to recognize your name and know that you're part of, like, Grace world. The Blackhearts. Did you see where they're from? Nowhere and everywhere. I got to hold on a second. I'm sorry. Oh no. Okay, there we go.
Might and power and fast becoming a definite contender for the UWF Television Championship. Bam, bam, Bigelow. The UWF debut of one of wrestling's most feared and despised veterans from the Soviet Union.
What's up, Dave?
As you mentioned, Craig.
Oh, also, I don't know if you guys know or not, just a quick bit of news that I forgot. Bethadone is having severe problems. She had to take pretty much all of her content down. There's like 3 or 4 videos left. I think part of the problem is that she's mentioning, like, she's using the YouTube videos to try to direct people to other sites that YouTube doesn't like you to do that with. And I think she's having difficulty, like, grasping that, like, that you can't tell people to go to, like, spicy sites and stuff like that. You have, you know, they don't want you to do that. They just want you to, I think you can talk about a link tree and that's about it. Like, they really don't like you directing people off site. And then I think another thing is that when she gets angry and stuff like that, she says stuff that's, you know, you can't make direct threats against people and her talking about, like, her eating disorder and stuff like that. Like, YouTube's really cracking down on it. So, like, it's really stressing her out. But I feel like if she could put just a few little, you know, guideposts in place, I think she would be okay. But I don't think she's willing to do that. I think she wants it to be like her way, or she doesn't want to do it, which is understandable. She's an artist.
Very first women's match on the Fury Hour featuring the acrobatics of Japan, Malaya Hosaka.
I mean, to be clear, I agree with, in theory, I think you should be able to talk about whatever you want to. It should be up to us as the viewer to decide what we do and do not want to watch. But YouTube owns this. They have a right to set the terms of service. And I think it does suck. But I mean, at the end of the day, you kind of have to, if you want to be here, you have to compromise somewhat. Fell into a wrestling K-hole after WWE. We're already seeing how great AI is going to be. Did you see that WWE is now using it for, like, video packages and stuff, and it put the AEW title on Dominic Mysterio in the video? I don't agree with them, but, like, we're in their house. So, like, when you're in somebody's house, you either got to go by their rules or you got to go, unfortunately. I think she'd be good on Kick. I mean, obviously, well, I don't know how receptive people would be, but I mean, freedom-wise, and I don't think she really cares about how she's received. She just wants to be able to make content. I think she should go to Kick.
We'll answer a lucky viewer's question on Ask the Wrestlers. Captain Lou.
Hey,
writes
Dave,
again for-
that's a multi-billion-dollar corporate conglomerate with endless resources at its disposal, and it's pushing out shit Sora AI garbage like you would see on a YouTube short. How don't they have any? I mean, literally, they're telling us as consumers, we don't even give a shit. We're not only going to use AI to replace you. We're not even going to make it good AI. We're not even going to have somebody make sure that our rival's championship belt isn't featured in this video. Like it looked so bad even outside of that. Like I'm floored that they're already just going, like, wouldn't you have somebody who would sit down and watch it when it was over? It's like you know what? I think this signals that Eric McHenry has been hired, and I think he's telling them one take, one prompt through the AI, and that's it. One take.
This view of things in Captain Lou's corner. And as Craig and Captain Lou said, we'll tell you all
Rumble.
about the Beach Brawl.
What's up,
UWF's
F-Wood?
first live pay-per-view event on Sunday, June the 9th, to decide the Sports Channel television champion. And now a 30-second tour of Universal Studios Florida.
Florida.
Want more? Come see us at Universal Studios Florida.
It's just like a big fuck you to the fans to see shit like that video. And I've seen some people defend it by saying it's a promo package, who cares? Okay, then why show it at all? If it's not something that I should care about, I should invest in, why not use that 60 seconds of time to do something that is worth my attention? That's millions of dollars, right? Or hundreds of thousands of dollars, or tens of thousands of dollars at least worth of space on a show. If I'm just supposed to say, oh, well, it's just a promo, so, oh, well, Dominic Mysterio, that's what you think, so I shouldn't give a shit about him because you didn't care enough to just make a video of the guy? Like, it's weird when people say, like, well, who cares? It's just a promo package. Like, I do. I care. McHenry's thumbnails. Okay, so speaking of Eric McHenry and AI, I do apologize in advance for this, but I am in the Boyd, so it's the perfect time to be a hypocrite. I did make an Eric McHenry. If you have a membership, you might have seen the video that I made about Clarence, where he was accosted by snakes. But I did make a video of, I did make a McHenry video. Hold on, I'll show. It's only like 7 seconds. It's super short. Okay, hang on. But again, this is definitely going to get us hit by the copyright too. Okay, hang on, here we go. I think it's pretty cool. I don't know if he would like it though, so I'm not gonna post it, but I thought it was kind of funny. I love how he's like quiet, he's like shy, even walking down to the ring. All right, sorry.
He is in excellent shape, Captain Lou.
I'll tell you the truth, the other fellow doesn't look too bad himself. It looks like a fellow about, I guess, 220 or so, 225.
That's exactly right. You have an eye for these things. Rico Frederico.
If he can't decide what to watch, he should just start reviewing shit. Like, yeah, people give me recommendations all the time in the comments, and I just go get whatever they say. Like, Randy said the other day he wanted a review of Mac and Devin Go to High School. So, like, I just watched Mac and Devin Go to High School and reviewed it. And somebody yesterday wanted to see that James Dean movie, Giant. Like, he should just take audience requests
Actually, about 232. You see the other 7 pounds, Lou, if you can notice.
I can say it. He kind of
Need him
reminds
with the
me of
beard,
Rico
yeah.
from Puerto Rico.
He'd probably get. That's what I think, honestly.
Albano, it's a pleasure to be alongside the captain. Sitting in for Bruno Sammartino.
It's me. Did you see the one of? Did you see the one of Clarence? Those are the only 2 I did, but it took quite a few prompts to get the Clarence one right. But I think it turned out really well. But again, he would probably be he would probably be not happy about it. I talked to him very briefly yesterday. He ignored me. But he didn't ignore me. He read everything very intently, but then he would like pause for a second and then where is this video at? Oh, here we go. And then he would like he wouldn't respond to me, but he was like very interested in what I was saying.
I knew it. Game more. Yeah. I knew it. Game more. Yeah.
I love how he like pauses and like poses and smiles with the snake.
Blair gets set to hook up with Federico.
No, I have it in my queue.
And boy, what a beautiful day here at Universal Studios.
I tend to watch stuff in the library from a priority just because I have to have it like returned, but I try to sneak in side stuff.
Universal Wrestling Federation, very proud to be here in Central Florida. And there's a good move by Federico. There they go. Look at that.
I just wanted to see if he was ready to talk, and he's not.
Another hip toss.
This is what I like to see, Greg, with 2 well-conditioned athletes that can really get in that ring and do some wrestling. That's what we want. That wrestling right back to the old days of good old-time wrestling.
And put move after move in succession. And Lou,
Yes,
that really
sir.
does add up, doesn't it? When he puts
Sure
one
it does.
move
It
after
makes you
another.
proud to be associated with professional wrestling, which I've been for some 38 years.
38 years.
38 years.
38
How
years.
does wrestling ever stand it?
Woo! I can't stand it myself.
All right, monkey flip by Federico. Again, looking impressive.
Well, doesn't Hannibal does that? Well, he doesn't do 6 seconds, but he'll stream for like he'll do a stream and it's like 3.5 minutes long. Like he doesn't. Does he make more? I would think you would want to post news as a pre-recorded video, like, oh, did you hear Ric Flair did another drunk cameo? I think that works better as a video if you're talking about making money, right? A stream, you kind of have to hope that people will show up. It normally takes at least like there's a reason some people do like a half-hour lead-in before they do their main show. Like I think it takes a while for people to get there, and then you're gonna have less people, and then you're gonna have to hope maybe that they donate. But just make a video, make it a premiere, and then people can chat live, and you get the. I just think that's the better way to do it from a business standpoint.
And then turning around Blair
He might be
again.
lonely though.
By the way, Greg, you know where our good friend Bruno Sammartino is. He's out there with the Universal Wrestling Federation authorities and with Sports Channel America getting ready for
How
the
you
new
doing, Ember?
championship belt that will be presented on June 9th in a pay-per-view event right here in Florida. Woo! I feel good, Greg.
Now, I heard a rumor, Lou, that you were going to actually try to get into that tournament. Is that
That's
true?
right, that's right. Well, I'm not going to get that tournament.
That was my thought, F. Wood, when I first saw this. I was like, oh no.
Right now, preparing with the authorities of Universal Wrestling and Sports Channel America. Bruno, good luck. I know it's going to be a big one on June 9th, right here from Florida. Pay-per-view. Woo!
Well, yeah, shout out to Hannibal for being cool about it and not putting, not having it in Content ID. It didn't even come back as copyrighted. It didn't even like trigger any claims or anything. So was it ad free on for you guys, the Billy Jack Haynes thing? I didn't have it monetized and it didn't show me any copyright issues. So I think it should have been ad free.
I feel good.
Manatee Civic Center, as you can hear, Captain Lou doesn't take much
He's
of a
like Mario. What's that guy? What was the Cuomo's name that got in trouble for the harassment?
Brian Blair again taking punishment from Federico.
Andrew Cuomo.
And we're getting going with a
He was
big
like,
way
I'm
here
so
this week on the
lonely.
Fury Hour, coming to you from Universal Studios in Central Florida.
Oh my gosh. Hey, is young Ben Thorpe filming this with the salmon shorts?
Greg DeGeorge with Captain Lou Albano. Taking a look at Rico Federico.
Like, we could watch pretty much anything in that format, like where it's a video and then we watch. Like I can't be on camera for it. It can't be a stream, but we could watch like even old Mid-South episodes like that. But the issue is that I don't have control over copyright at that point, so there would be ads in the premiere, you know what I mean? But we could watch pretty much anything we wanted to in that format. We could still chat. I just can't be on camera.
By Brian Blair, and he landed that one, didn't he?
That Brian sure is a great athlete, I'm telling you. Does he know his wrestling?
Talk about favorites in the elimination.
Wow, look at that slam. Hey,
Nice
man,
slam.
I'm telling you.
Lou, you talk about some of the favorites in the elimination tournament. B. Brian Blair has already advanced to the second round, and he's got to consider him.
He's trying to get a free hot dog.
He's got the size, he's got the potential. All right, he's got the man, the submission hold. The man gives up. This is it. That's B. Brian Blair, baby.
That is the sport. You will not see anyone do it.
Look at this crowd.
Applied well, and the man knows his wrestling and knows it well. B. Brian Blair is a legend in the world of professional wrestling. I'll tell you, Greg.
It's time again for another viewer's question on our popular segment. Ask the
Grim.
Wrestlers. Justin Zent of Dolphin, Pennsylvania writes to Paul, Mr. Wonderful about his vicious feud with Dr. Death Steve Williams. Justin wants to know if the fighting will ever stop and whether or not they'll become friends.
Well, you know, Justin, strange things can
He looks like he's been called into the principal's office, like to apologize for writing a rude remark in the in the boys' bathroom.
happen. I don't see it really any time in the future. Dr. Death is, doing what he thinks he should be doing. I personally don't agree with the way he's been doing things, but right now we don't see eye to eye on this whole thing, and I will suspect that sooner or later that one of us is going to be going to the hospital. I'll say that much.
We thank Justin for his question. For being selected, he'll receive a free UWF t-shirt and cap. And if you want a chance for your question to be answered on the Fury Hour, just send a postcard with your name and address to Ask the Wrestlers, 702 Washington Street, Marina Del Rey, California, 90292.
Hello out there, wrestling fans. This is Captain Lou Albano telling you to call me every Wednesday
Captain Lou's got a background like Billy Jack.
at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for the Captain Lou Albano
What a completely flatline promo that was by Paul Orndorff. What's the point of even of even doing that? There was no energy, no enthusiasm.
News and views, and also personalities in the world of entertainment. It's Captain Lou, baby. Don't forget to call me every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm Captain Lou, baby, your fountain of information, and I'm talking to you. Woo! I feel good. Hello?
Penelope Paradise is perhaps one of the most
Ooh,
arrogant
Penelope
of all
Paradise
wrestlers.
sounds good.
Paradise City, and she said wherever she wants that to be. She
Yeah,
didn't
she's
tell me the state.
a beautiful-looking lady. Excuse me. Yes, very pretty-looking woman.
What's up, KP?
Yes, I love that outfit.
Looks like some moths got to the outfit in
Either
the
that or
closet.
Clorox or leech or bly or what do you call dye or something ate it away. Too bad it didn't hit him in the brain.
It may have also.
Right.
There's Ben Thorpe
Get a
in the
load of
salmon
drinks on
shorts
this one. Is
filming.
she evil or not? Does she look like, is she a half-wit? I mean... There's a couple of beauties if I've ever seen it.
Penelope Paradise against who? Malia so high. Malia
A
Osaka.
few more tattoos.
Malia.
All right.
Couple of beauties.
Malia.
Malia Hosaka. This is
Malia.
our first, by the way, Captain Lou, our first women's wrestling event
Yes, it is.
that we've covered here on Sports Channel America.
Well, I can appreciate this, Greg. I believe women have a place in the world of professional sports. After all, they're good athletes. Why not, have them compete?
Osaka, of course, is Japanese. She's from Saki, Japan.
Beautiful Japanese.
Raised right here in the
Isn't
Central
that
Florida
sake
area.
a drink and not a beer? Sake?
That's a wine.
Oh, it's a wine. I thought it was.
Very fine wine, hot wine.
So we
as well.
can call her beautiful wine.
Yep. Just don't
Well,
call
I
her
got it
wine.
right, ATF.
Exception to that.
There you go. These gals seem to know. Look at this. Look.
Wow.
Great.
By the way, for that little remark in chat, all of your chats are now tariffed 10%.
Hey, these gals seem to know some wrestling. Hey.
Look how empty the seats. Oh my God. Well, maybe it's because it's the women's match. Yeah, she turns into a really good wrestler.
Actually, Greg George, I'll tell you the truth, you should get combat pay for sitting under the sun. I mean, this is unreal.
Did they ever bring her into AEW as like a legend or something? I feel like she did something in the last like 5-7 years. It looked like Luna. Pile driver. Wow, 1 count. Why? Who's this lady? What's she doing?
That's actually a chokehold, I believe. It's right underneath her, laying across the. Yes, I believe that is a chokehold, Greg.
She's cutting off the blood supply to the brain there on the carotid artery.
It was by the hair.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Hey, Vinny Slugger.
Walker now trying to get at the manager, Luna Vachon. Can't do it. Paradise goes into the turnbuckle, coming at it with a clutch. Does she ever clutch her?
Oh, yeah, they were great. Hey, I never knew this, but did you guys know that, you know Medusa Michelli? I never knew that she, like, her book is wild. Like, she really ran through a bunch of dudes, man. I didn't know she had, like, a whole relationship and lived with Greg the Hammer Valentine. That's an interesting scenario. She said that he tried to choke her to death, and she managed to get away. And then a little while later, he put in a good word for her in the WWF.
That's gotta hurt.
Florida. Captain Lou, you just jump in anytime you want.
What's up, Kim?
Greg, I'm just watching this, and that's gotta be very painful to catch a girl.
I've got a Kim clip coming up soon.
Man, oh man.
And now Vachon has got a hold of her on the right side. And she's looking at Luna. And the ending on the hand.
Yeah, that's Luna.
Greg, what right is this girl on the outside got to
This
do?
Luna, not our Luna. Well, you know, that Luna.
I noticed coming up to the stable. Sitting down.
John Tolos, you see to the right of your screen, that is Sherry Williams. She is the wife, of course, of Tom Williams, who is the president of Universal Studios. And we thank Tom again for letting us be a part of his weekend here.
Valentine said, wow, that's definitely not how she frames it. She frames it in her book like they hooked up. He wanted her to move in with him because his house was a shithole and she needed to, you know, that basically she got him back into working order as a man, and then he was cheating on her the whole time. What I think is funny, though, is that, like, she talks about the cheating like it's this devastating thing when it suits her. But then other times she's just like, oh, well, that was just the business. You know, you had to put up with it. Well, then why is it always like, it's super important sometimes and not important at all other times, like depending on how she wants to make the guy she was with look. You know what I mean? But she definitely said, like, she bailed Valentine out, like he was a mess when they met, is what she said. The snail trails? Remember, do you remember when Lalo claimed that Grace left a snail trail on his neck? Well, I think he just said it was that he felt a single droplet of vaginal moisture.
You know, she said she likes the color pink. You know why? She says it's a combination of red, which is sassy and seductive, and white, which is pure and innocent.
She's innocent, all right.
Talk about innocent.
Shocking pink.
Here's the manager, John Tolos.
Shocking pink.
John, welcome to Florida.
Thank you very much. Listen, this is my first time in Florida, like you. You know, I'm not a hick. I've been all over the world. I like Florida, and I like Universal Studios, and I'm glad that George that you're keeping.
What's wrong with a snail trail, Dave? What do you prefer, Dave? Would you snort up a snail trail under the right scenario?
Terrific move by Osaka. In the meantime,
Crap up a line.
We lost the finish, but actually, we got our gal did win, okay? That girl from Osaka, Greg, she did win.
There's also in her book too, she's really careful to say that this person said that they would sue her if she said who it was. It's clearly Kevin Nash. But I just feel, I don't know. Her book is interesting, but like she definitely, it's weird to present, she kind of presents herself like she, you know, like they all do, I guess. I shouldn't be surprised. Like everything that, you know, everything said about her has been a lie, and that, you know, she's the only real person in the business.
Osaka, wherever she's from, Toledo, Osaka, we don't care, but the girl did win.
We are only weeks away from Beach Brawl 1991 for the crowning of the first ever UWF Sports Channel television champion. Now,
Do you guys want to watch Beach Brawl? I can find it. I just got to run it through copyright. But if you guys want to watch it, it's like 2 hours long for the entire event. We could probably watch like it, and then like, well, I don't know. We'd probably have a lot to say about it, but we could dedicate a UWF day to Beach Brawl if you want to.
Now, this elimination tournament began weeks ago, and we're going to bring you up to date of all the results. Now, the format was formulated by Dr. Herb Abrams and was determined following
What did she call it?
speculation as
Monoatomic
to who
gold?
would be the UWF Sports Channel television champion. The tournament opened up with a fierce battle in Reseda, California. The unpredictable Cactus Jack with the golden Greek
Sunny
John Tolos in his
Beach.
corner advanced to the second round with a convincing victory over Sunny Beach. The crowd was buzzing in Spokane.
Well, I don't know.
Nights later, as B. Brian Blair applied
Like, there are Memphis arena shows, and like I wouldn't mind watching them, but I'd rather watch the TV show. You know, like there are scattered Memphis arena shows that we could probably line up with what we're watching, but like I mainly just want to watch the TV product there. In this case, since I think there's only two, right? Beach Brawl and Blackjack Brawl, we might as well fit them in there so we have like as full of UWF experience as possible.
patented Scorpion Deathlock on Cowboy Bob Orton as their feud continued on. Blair advances also to the second round. In the coming
Oh,
weeks,
Bob
stay tuned to
Orton's
Sports
out?
Channel
Fuck
America
it.
As we give you the results of other matches around the world, and we lead up to the June 9th pay-per-view event. It can only be available on a pay-per-view basis, so please call your cable operator or 1-800-368-4UWF.
Tickets are available right now at the Manatee Civic Center box office in Palmetto,
Manatee.
Florida. If you want to see the Beach
Well,
Ball in person on Sunday, June the 9th.
If you guys happen to hear them say what day it is or how far, he said weeks. It'd be nice if it was after episode 27, because then we could just watch it next week, but we'll see.
813-722-6626. Or you can call Ticketmaster at these locations all over the state of Florida. In the Tampa Bay area, you can get your tickets to the June 9th event by calling this number. UWF fans in Central Florida have a short ride for the June 9th Beach Ball.
Kim posted a dance. You had an outfit on pretty recently that was in your videos. It was pretty flattering. It really showcased the
Those of you in South
upper
Florida, you
amenities.
Call Ticketmaster at this number. And North Floridians can get
What time did I start
their tickets
streaming?
to the June 9th
8:15, so
Beach
now
Ball
it's
at
okay.
this
So it's been half an hour.
number. See you in Palmetto, Florida, June the 9th.
Bam, bam.
And there he is. And it's always great to see the Bammer, Bam Bigelow.
Who-
One of the most exciting wrestlers in the world.
Look at this guy.
Really world famous.
What a neat guy this guy is. Look at this
Very
character.
popular in Japan, and certainly here in the UWF, he has come on with fire, you might say.
Well, he's not only a great big man, but he can move very gracefully in that ring for a guy his size. I know he
Straight
has
men
that-
rarely notice you online.
In Japan, he's one of the superstars over there.
I mean, they looked pretty
Performer in that ring.
All right, Rusty Brooks certainly will have his.
Pretty
important
impressive,
job.
to be
Hopefully
honest,
Rusty
TBH.
Brooks, He will not be rusty.
Can I tell you something, Greg, about Rusty Brooks? I remember him when he weighed well over 400 pounds. He's down to about 3 1/4 now. And you know that this man can drop kick and do everything else?
Amazing what Slim Fast can do.
Did you know this man
Boy,
can
oh
throw a
boy,
drop
I
kick?
should follow that diet.
Did anybody catch this guy's name?
Looks like the battle of the bulge here.
Rusty has lost
Bam Bigelow.
over 12,000
Rusty.
pounds in his lifetime. Of course, he's gained it back.
course, one of the favorites, certainly in the elimination tournament, has got to be Bam Bam Bigelow. We talked about B. Brian.
I remember vaguely, but I don't remember. I just remember now that it happened, I feel like, or that he was talking about it.
Along with Steve Williams, B. Brian Blair, Bam Bam on the 9th of June right here in Florida on a pay-per-view event. And that's what Bruno Sammartino is doing right now. He's actually out there, Greg, negotiating for the belt with the Sports Channel America. It's going to be an elimination tournament at June 9th right here. Right here, I'm not saying Universal.
Mike Fusion.
The Manatee Civic Center.
One time on Twitch, somebody made an account, Mark Fission.
Something else. June 9th.
$14.95 pay-per-view event. Don't forget now, right here, June 9th, and you're going to have a champion, baby. It's going to be the Universal Wrestling Champion, Sports Channel America.
Okay, so it looks like he actually fought Chemo Leopoldo. There's video up. Maybe we can watch it after the episodes are over, if you guys want to.
Bam Bam Bigelow. You got the unpredictable Cactus Jack. You got Sunny Beach, B. Brian Blair, Cowboy. Got them all. Remember, June 9th. Woo, so good.
That's in Palmetto, Florida, by the way, which is a very nice area near Sarasota.
A girl gave you Rusty Brooks one time. What about a rusty trombone?
Still coming up here in the Fury Hour.
His name is really Mike Fusion.
Right now, Bam Bam trying to get a little tune-up in.
This looks like real armed combat. Here they go.
This looks like real unarmed combat. Well, yeah. What are you talking about, Lou?
Look at him, Lou, and you might not think he can be a technical or scientific wrestler, but that is not the case.
No, he truly is. You know, a lot of times these big guys fool you. I noticed that Herb Abrams has been watching here, and he sees these great big men out
The
there.
barrier of the good news. Barrier of good news.
I mean, look at this. Look at the ability of this Bam Bam Bigelow. But Dusty Brooks is no slouch. He's no slouch, Greg.
You liar. His name's Rusty Brooks. Fusion does sound like it would be like some outlaw wrestler.
And folks, no show charge for this.
What inspired me to use the name Fusion? That movie, The Saint.
He's trying to get his shots in. I think he's getting a little frustrated at this point, Lou. He's been held off by the referee. There's been a test of strength, but he hasn't been able to really grapple.
The only thing I'm hoping, Greg, is that that ring is reinforced. You got well close to a half a ton in there. And if Herb Abrams gets up there, you'll have another 78 pounds. I saw Herb on a scale with 2 50-pound weights in his pocket, and he only weighed 119 pounds.
How do you figure that?
I don't know.
All right,
Look at that beautiful backdrop. That looks like when VP lived in that retirement community.
You know, I'd like to spin that Bigelow around. You can watch cartoons. You ever see the tattoos on him? Spin him around twice. You can watch a cartoon for half hour.
Oh yeah, he has over 100 of them.
Mike Fusion killing it here.
You put that hat in the head with sunlight and boy,
Come on, Mike.
Hey, there's a good right hand from Mr. Brooks.
That's right. I was talking to Herb Abrams. He said if you spin Bam Bam Bigelow around and the sun shines on his head, you can watch cartoons off his head. Take a look at that head.
I miss Bruno, honestly, at this point. No, I'm not really into all that bullshit, Kim.
Uh-oh. Boy, look at this Charlie Brooks go.
Charlie Brooks?
He is something else.
He's something else, but his name's Rusty.
Pretty soon you can have Mel Brooks in the ring.
Mel Brooks, Dusty Brooks related to Dusty Rhodes.
Shot by Bam Bam to knock down Brooks.
Here it goes. Here goes Bigelow.
He's going to try his true flexion. This is
Here it goes, baby. Hey. Wow,
God, Lou is awful.
Oh, look at the big man go. Isn't that something?
Now he goes over for the lateral thrust and
shows you his agility. Does that show you?
Yeah, there was Mark Fission. Merc, M-E-R-C, Fusion. Merc Fusion.
Charlie Brooks certainly is a powerhouse. He really got it together.
Michael, that's on the business card.
Rusty Brooks.
Oh, okay. Y-T-S-U-R. Yustra Brooks.
Mr. Brooks.
Uh-oh, look at that big foot to the head.
This guy's awful. He's so great, too. Like, I don't want this match to ever end.
Lands on him. Lateral thrust.
You know what? In the afterlife, let me just be sitting up in the stands for the Bam Bam Bigelow versus Mike Fusion match, and just let it go on forever. Just let him keep doing the same cycle of spots infinitely.
Got him.
Party's over, baby. The party's over. Bam Bam Bigelow. All 400 pounds of him put together, baby.
We'll never get this. We'll never get this feeling back, guys.
He's a big man that's got it all together.
It's like 1990s Duster for purple. It's a fleeting feeling.
Standing by with the Bammer. Let's go to Brock.
Oh, boy, I
That was Bam
can't wait.
Bam Bigelow, and Bam Bam, one of the hottest
I
stars
can't
of the
wait.
UWF. Welcome back.
Yeah, it's great to be here. Sunny Florida, little hot out.
Hey Kim, you ever give a guy a rusty trombone?
Well, you must admit you have one thing on your mind. Coming up June 9th, available to a pay-per-view audience only in sunny Florida, the first crowning of the UWF.
He seems like a territory guy. I like him. I mean, I don't think he's very good, but I liked watching him.
People that can't make it to the show, get the pay-per-view because you're going to see some real wrestling.
You're gonna see some real shit.
It's going to be fierce. Steve, Dr. Death Williams, B. Brian Blair, Corporal Kirshner goes down the line. They're all here.
Well, you got some of the best wrestlers and known in the world today. Steve Williams, very exciting. Brian Blair, and all these guys. This is it, UWF.
The Beach Brawl
The Beach Brawl.
is coming June 9th. UWF
I don't like math, Kim.
live pay-per-view to crown the Sports Channel television champion. Call your local cable system now. Tell them you want to see UWF.
Oh yeah, somebody was talking about that last week on UWF because he debuted last week. Dick Trickle, the car driver.
Fans, now you can carry your favorite UWF wrestler and personality wherever you go, wearing these new UWF t-shirts.
Man, we're
You'll
only
stand out and be the
4.
envy
Oh
of the
my
neighborhood.
God.
Here's where to order either Dr. Death, Captain Lou, Mr. Wonderful, Bruno, Dan Spivey, Brian Blair, or the UWF logo.
Kim, let me
Caps are
tell you
available,
something.
too. So order now.
All right, back with Captain Lou Albano. And Captain Lou, you look at that tag team. Well, if there is anyone.
Look at these guys, the Blackhearts. Somebody said one of these guys is Gangrel.
Captain Lou, the Blackhearts, what do you think?
Well, I haven't seen them wrestle yet, Greg. I've got to be honest with you. They seem to have the size, possess the strength. I've always said in tag team combinations, you've got to have that continuity, that C-O-N-G-U-T-Y word that I spelled so well. Togetherness. I feel my matches in entirety. I feel in tag teams, it's quick tagging.
I miss John Tolos.
How well these guys do coincide, how they work together.
And certainly a unique look. Let's see, what are they doing here?
Uh-oh.
Luna, their manager, has some sort of...
Well, she's got the brain of a dehydrated baby.
Whoa.
That's something. Put her brain in a pigeon or parakeet and fly backwards. You know that Luna's not dealing with a full deck.
You met Dick Trickle.
Ooh, she's telling the ref. Not a good way to start off.
What do you think? Dick Trickle, the masculine version of a snail trail? Yay or nay?
Imagine showing up for the summer holidays or for the summer with her.
I don't know. I'll tell you the truth. They just remind you of a force of evil. You hear the mouth on that woman? I mean, it's a disgrace to be a woman with a mouth like that.
Oh, the Brood. Oh, yeah.
Go back to reform school here.
The music was so fucking good, too. Like, it really hit.
Sometimes you see people
Like,
come
it was
out with
so
a lot of
good.
loud outfits and loud actions, and they don't quite fill up to that in the ring. But we'll see if that happens here.
This Luna seems to have a tattoo.
If I would have had, like, if I would have been, like, Bill Gates money, I would have made a series of action films with David Heath, Gangrel, in, like, a Rutger Hauer type character. Like, you know what I mean? Like, a role you would get Rutger Hauer for, but I would put Gangrel in that role.
I don't know if you noticed that. Seems to have a pigeon or a parakeet.
I always thought Gordon Ramsay would be great in those kind of movies, too. Wouldn't you want to see Gordon Ramsay, like, as an action hero? I think that'd be badass.
Neck area of Dusty Wolf.
What they've done, they seem to start right off with an impact right off the bat, I guess, to more or less intimidate their opponents. He's got him on the count.
Dusty Wolf trying to put it away, but he can't do it.
The referee being distracted, and the other partner comes in and knocks him off. That's not fair. Referee should be paying attention, but you've got the distraction outside the ring, Greg.
Yes.
I think my edibles are kicking in. I was just like thinking, like, how are we 40 minutes in, and I'm like blasted.
Luna up in the corner, distracted. That's utterly ridiculous.
Oh, she's doing a good job as Dusty Wolf gets thrown from the ring.
Well, I just, there's no way I can see her.
Did he say Dusty Wolf? Ooh, man, I wouldn't want to do that. Oh, man. Coming down on that hard ground like that? No way. For a 3/4 empty audience.
wild woman of wrestling.
They're really not giving these guys a chance, Greg. I mean, it's so unfair with the outside, the third person.
Terrible.
Interfering, and these guys a chance, Greg. I mean, it's so unfair with the outside, the third person. Luna interfering, and
Worst short arm clothesline ever.
Outside, the third person. Luna interfering, and they attacked viciously for the beginning. It's just not fair.
Oh man, now we're talking.
Named Apocalypse and Destruction. I can't tell one from the other.
Here comes the big man. And now here comes the big man.
Now, this is my kind of old boy here.
Yeah. This is a 400-pounder, Greg. This is a big 400-pounder. He could cause some trouble. Here it goes.
Oh no, this guy's awful.
But he couldn't pick him up. The 400-pounder.
Arm drag or a hip lock, but he got caught. Yes, sir.
I read Dusty Wolf's book, I think we've already talked about that. Oh no, watch out for that guy. This guy is awesome though.
I told you, there it goes. Look, isn't that ridiculous? I mean, come on. Just an evil person.
Getting his shots in a big Bobby. Dusty Wolf is
into that stuff. Look at that.
hanging around right corner.
Ridiculous. I mean, that is something.
Referee's telling Dusty Wolf to stay out of it.
One man lane, yeah.
Well, you know, the distraction is what's causing the trouble here. The referee is definitely utterly confused.
Man Mountain Molasses.
Into the ring. Big Bobby out of Boston, Massachusetts.
I like him though. I would book him. He's really funny to watch. But also, like, you know, I'm feeling pretty good.
401 pounds.
Certainly looks it. I'll tell you, he's a big man. Wouldn't want to have him falling on me.
And has the stylish jeans on.
Sure does.
May have went out in the 70s, that particular brand.
Pierre Valencia.
Blackhearts continue to go to work here.
Was it he that they asked to do that jeans commercial, a legend in jeans? Oh, no, I'm sorry. They took Willie Nelson instead.
Wait, did he pick him up? Oh, no.
Yeah.
I believe Jordache is looking
There we go. Justice for the short arm clothesline.
I thought it was one of those big shots.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It was Jordan Marsh. Baking soda.
Oh, my God.
Look out. Could be trouble here. They have a terrific Benjamatics. And they're flying. Could be trouble.
I honestly thought there was nowhere to go after the Bam Bam Bigelow Mike Fusion match, but holy shit, this is the greatest finisher in the history of wrestling. He just Man Mountain Molasses just lays down.
Baking soda. Oh boy.
Look out, could be trouble here. They have a terrific Benjamatics. And they're flying.
Boy, double teaming.
Flying maneuvers, the Benjamatic goodbye to Big Bobby.
Thank God I exist at the same time as the world's worst Vegematic.
That Luna was utterly ridiculous. I mean, she's definitely distracted. Greg, look at this thing.
Big Bobby talked about distracted. He was really humbled in that match, and the Blackhearts continued to go to work with their aerial assault. Distracted. He was really humbled in that
What's
match.
this about?
Continue to go to work with their aerial assault. Come on, referee. He was really humbled in that match, and the Blackhearts continue to go to work with their aerial assault.
Come on, referee. Get out there and break that up, referee.
They are a unique group. Apocalypse and Destruction, their manager Luna. And we have our ringside reporter on hand. Let's go to Brian Ricco to find out more about this new tag.
You're waiting in a winter storm.
All right, Greg, I'm sitting here with Luscious Luna and the newest tag team federation.
What's John doing?
The Blackhearts. Luna, what is it with this team?
Nothing, you know nothing of what stands before you.
Why is he making a vagina symbol?
To describe the Blackhearts is like using a screwdriver.
Man, what a crazy ass match that was.
UWF, the most awesome
Did you see that somersault attack?
The bronze against us have been
This is a great episode.
or night or the rage of a lunatic. And this lunatic knows. So be forewarned. We'll take all comers.
Captain Lou is next. Great. He's been on every minute of the fucking show.
Yes, wrestling fans, it's that big old fat man with the rubber bands, baby. Captain Lou Albano back this week with the Captain's Corner. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I've been involved in wrestling for some 38 years, and only once in a lifetime does this man that I refer to lightly as a human freak of nature.
I saw Kim the other day. She was
Bam Bam Bigelow. Look at
she was obsessing over I Show Speed.
396 pounds of sweet poetry in motion. Tell him about it, brother.
You know, Lou, it's a pleasure to be here, and it's a pleasure to be working for the UWF.
Good.
And, you know, I've been on this diet. I've been starving myself, and I'm trying to get real hungry because I want to just eat people up in this new wrestling federation.
Well, I've got to say this, ladies and gentlemen, for a man as big as he is, and look at the size of that arm. They talk about bodybuilders. They talk about powerlifters. This is a 24-inch bicep. This is a man that has a 60-inch chest. This is a man that with all his girth.
What about
with
his
all
calves?
size, can backflip, can turn around and drop kick, can chicken wing, can suplex you.
Did any of you guys measure your calves after that first Billy Jack Haynes interview?
And on our pay-per-view event on the 9th, baby, on the 9th of June, I can predict that this man may be the next champion, baby, in Universal Wrestling that is going to sponsor, I shouldn't say sponsor, that is going to handle the Sports Channel America champion. And this
They put him right outside the Nickelodeon exhibit.
I feel good. Look at the size of this big brother.
It's all going to happen. June 9th, pay-per-view.
Imagine taking your family to the
Now that's from Captain Lou, baby. And
Universal and you end up stuck watching Mike Fusion and Man Mountain Molasses.
My name is Boris Zukov, and it is great.
Oh my God, can this... Oh no.
There are a lot of great competitors. Paul Orton, Brian Blair, Bigelow. But now Zukov
I
is
put
here,
this
and
guy,
he's
no
got
offense, I know some of you are personal friends with him or whatever, but I put him in the same category as Pedro Morales, SD Jones. I don't get it. It's just not for me. Your calves are pretty big. Well, what are we talking? Let's put some numbers up.
From Russia, the Soviet Union, the greatest country in the world. And I would have great pleasure getting in the ring with every opponent in the Universal Wrestling Federation and defeating you 1, 2, 3. That is my pleasure. That is what I want to do, and I will do it.
That's the kind of content you want to make, Kim? Do you want to actually, you just want to live that, or you want to make the content? Because, I mean, to me as content, I don't think it could get any worse than that. It's so, there's just like, I don't know. I don't understand the appeal of the iShow Speed type content. I guess seeing some of the locations, but you don't really get to, everything just feels like it's on like 3 times speed.
And making his way to the ring at this time, from the Soviet Union, Boris Zukov.
Boris Zukov getting, as you might expect.
Like, you might be poor, but you make better content than iShow Speed, in my opinion.
Somebody kids here.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have been asked by Mr. Zukov
You've never measured,
that
though?
you respectfully stand as he will
Well,
perform the Soviet national anthem.
what did Billy Jack Haynes say his were?
I'm going to be singing. What?
21? Not getting laid for 20 years, too. Women will pick the good D up. What does that mean? What do you mean by that? It says here in the transcripts, women will go for the good D. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, they're in Sunny Rock, Georgia. Right, it's just a far away.
No, don't be bringing Dutch Mantel in the same as that hack Pedro Morales. Ooh, look at this trad in the crowd. Is that Jim McMahon or Jim Baker?
Zukov getting set to battle Big B. All right, Boris Zukov using the top rope, and you know he will use these tactics.
Are you using all of that as an excuse just to look at other guys' calves, KP?
What size is this thing again?
I would guess about an 8, 8.5 or something.
An excellent guess, but you are shy.
Shy?
Yes.
No.
Size 9.
That's a 9 head. Well, I tell you, it's unbelievable. I mean, it's ridiculous.
UWF.
Well, that's because Herb Abrams got the brain of a BB, put his brain in a pigeon and go backwards.
I never thought I'd miss Bruno on commentary.
Most broadcasters, Captain Lou, do have to adjust the headset a little bit.
That's
You
true.
tend to get a big headset.
Herb's had to adjust his down to a -1.
Oh my God.
Herb will be joining us momentarily here as you see Boris Zukov continue to go to work on the Big B. And Boris Zukov, talk about guys who know what they're doing in the ring. Captain Lou, experienced
He is
veteran.
he's an experienced veteran, and I've got to say the man inside the ring with him has also got some years of experience behind him. He's a pretty talented individual.
Big V kind of looks like a lowercase letter at this point.
Yeah.
Goes to the top turnbuckle. Zukov.
He looks like a Martian to me, doesn't he?
I thought everybody measured their calves after the Billy Jack Haynes shoot interview.
This Zukov is known for his viciousness. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're all for Russia.
We are coming to you this week from Universal Studios.
All right, there, here we go.
The largest film and television studio outside of Hollywood, and it's great to be on hand.
Well, as Lou Albano has told you, wrestling's living legend Bruno Sammartino, Lou, as I just found
Oh
out,
my God,
right
Boris
now is with,
Zukov.
Vice President of Sports Channel America, Michael Laundner, and they are...
What do you mean nobody drives Camaros anymore? That's not true.
Going over the strategic rules for that
For
great big...
June 9th, right here in Florida, June 9th, they got all the biggies on it. They got Bam Bam Bigelow, they got Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, they got Sunny Beach, they got Cactus.
Isn't the main event a beach brawl, Bam Bam versus Dr. Death?
It's going to be on the 9th of June. Remember, it's the Universal Wrestling Federation and Sports Channel America's...
I think Camaros is one of the islands that the Beach Boys sing about in Kokomo.
That this will be one of the biggest and greatest events of all time. Woo! I feel so good, so fine, so proud, and so elated. Captain Lou, brother.
Oh yeah, I remember KP, I think, didn't Cornette doesn't he have a clip dedicated to talking about why Flair wore his knee pad so low? And then I think Brian Last turns that into asking him about Ahmed Johnson's oddly placed like knee and elbow protection.
1495, June 9th, pay-per-view. Woo! I feel good.
Had Russia fallen by this time? I don't know. I would think so. I thought that they fell in the 80s, right? Yeah, because wasn't Dave... No, I'm thinking of the Berlin Wall with David Hasselhoff. I was like, it had to be the 80s because David Hasselhoff was there singing.
Of course, we'd love to see you down in Palmetto if you're vacationing or live in the west coast of Florida. Manatee Civic
Bring back... Oh, man, El Caminos are awesome.
Back to the action, Boris Zukov.
El Camino would be like, that would really amplify my vibe for sure. Especially if it was like custom painted.
But let me tell you something. What I like about this, Herb Abrams and Greg DeGeorge, is the expertise of the cameraman. They're right up there.
Expertise of the cameraman.
They got them 901.72 cameras, cost them 157,000 big ones, and I'm watching this in entirety. Look at the action shots they're getting. Look at the head. Look at the perspiration on Boris Zukov. Look at it, man. The man is eclectic genius. Watch it all.
But Lou, let's not take away the expertise of the UWF bringing wrestling back to basics.
El Camino, you'd have constant aura. If it was well painted, have constant aura. Just drive out in the country and, spread some trad girl out in the woods. You could even have like the cover over the back if you wanted to.
Hey, I'm all for this big Russian, and I love Russia.
He does not agree, Captain Lou, with Perestroika and Glasnost. He doesn't like it. He likes it the old way.
I want to talk the old way. I want to talk about good old USA. I want to talk about being a good old American, baby. You're right here. You're wearing...
You got it, Captain.
Good old USA, and anyone that doesn't like what goes on in America, well, get up, pack your bag, and get out. This is a good old US of A.
Look at the pressure.
Oh yeah, because wasn't it kind of a big deal the year that we sent like our original dream team? Wasn't it kind of a big deal that like Lithuania had a basketball team represented or something like that?
Not to interrupt you, but he is really getting
had like their own representation in the Olympics.
Did you picture, Greg, if the other guy put a headlock on the
What happened to Ivan Drago after he trained his son to fight?
Oh, here it comes, Greg. I can see it now. That's it.
From behind, he hits him in the back with a big...
They're known for that.
Turns him around.
Yeah, he becomes like an outcast. He was like they didn't accept anything less than like complete victory, and he failed. So he went from being like this incredibly respected, powerful person to being like a nobody. And then like his son offers him the opportunity for like not only, you know, celestial redemption or whatever, but a literal way out of what his life has turned into. But in doing so, he's setting his son up to face potentially the same consequences that he did.
Look at the redness in his eyes and look at the protrusion of his head.
Hi, Methadone Clinic.
Look at the man. In the medulla of that man's brain lies that the man's got an IQ of a -9. I mean, just take a look. Can you imagine how the pulmonary artery now is pumping to get that blood to rush up into the brain? I can't believe this.
All right, so Elmer Fudd or Boris Zukov, take your pick.
I'll pick him as Elmer Fudd Busso Zukov.
Boris Zukov, of course, another one of them involved in the big Sports Channel Television Championship. Boris, the competition is high.
Oh yeah, did you feel the earthquake, Vinny?
UWF, with only one man, we walk away at #1. That is Boris Zukov.
I was definitely noticeable.
Everyone at Universal Studios Florida for making our visit here an eventful and rewarding one. We'll return here next week for more great.
I'm fine, Methadone Clinic.
The Power Twins scheduled for this card will be seen next week instead. Time has pinned them for this show.
I told everyone what was going on with the channel, and I told them that you are still alive and that you have been using masturbation as a sedative.
UWF, the Universal Wrestling Federation.
Yeah!
All in sports programming.
Great episode. Honestly, legit. One of my favorites. Don't forget to go to Main Event Comedy, where we're watching these from. Main Event Comedy. Brought to you by Jeremy Peterson. Yeah, we're cooked, Vinny. The earth is gonna open up and swallow us. We're cooked. Beth is a gooner. Let's go. Discord call incoming.
Hi again, everybody. It is a pleasure once again to be standing alongside.
Oh no, it's Albano again.
Filling in for Bruno Sammartino. I'm Craig DeGeorge. Welcome to the Fury Hour. Thanks for joining us.
We're
coming to you
cooked,
from
Vinny. Get
Universal
McDonald's
Studios
while
Florida.
you
Once
can.
again, a terrific movie-making set. It is the second largest studio in the world. They film a lot of shows here, including our show tonight.
Well, I'd like to say, Craig, as you said, it's only a fill-in for the legendary Bruno Sammartino because no one, folks, could take the place of the living legend. However, don't forget, it's Captain Lou here, baby. We'll be talking about our pay-per-view event coming up at June 9th.
Captain Lou, who was willing to work cheaper than Bruno for you.
That will be presented to our champion right here in Florida on June 9th. I'm Captain Lou, baby, and I'm
An earthquake in the Midwest, it's me.
Bigelow and the Ace Cowboy Bob Orton talk about getting excited over things. Another rematch of this one.
It's going to be a big one, and don't forget that pay-per-view event. You're going to have so many great stars like Steve Williams, Bam Bam Bigelow.
Well, listen, Beth, here's the deal. If you follow this advice, you will avoid 99% of the problems that you're having. Don't mention anything you do on any other site. Like, I know it sucks, but, like, that's a big no-no for YouTube. They don't want people going off-site for any reason, but especially not for anything that might be, you know, lewd and lascivious or whatever. And then you can't talk about the eating disorder, and you should try to avoid making like direct threats against people, you know. You know what I mean? But I feel like if you can do those things, I think most of these problems will go away, honestly. I know it sucks, but I think that's the case.
Orndorff, you've got so many of the
Blair?
greats of professional wrestling. It's
Morocco?
Morocco.
Keep going on
You've
and
got
on,
'em all.
and we will too over the next hour.
Be there.
Let's go to Herb Abrams for tonight's card.
Greg and Captain Lou, another beautiful day here at Universal Studios Florida, and we'll open up things in appropriate style with Florida native Paul, Mr. Wonderful Orndorff. Another Florida native whose popularity grows and grows in the UWF, the finely tuned technician, B. Brian Blair.
Because I think what happens also, Bethadone, is that you get really. I know you want like a free and censorship-free environment, but ultimately, like, you have a very toxic reaction to the way that when people treat you toxically, you just like to return that energy back to them. And like sometimes you just kind of get going and you just like you start to spiral. And I think you say things that like in the moment, if it was just in a conversation or a Discord chat or whatever, would be fine. But like YouTube's AI doesn't understand nuance, you know what I mean? And it's very unlikely there ever will, for people of our caliber, unfortunately, on YouTube or our popularity levels, I don't think we'll ever get human, review anymore. I think we're stuck in the AI wasteland. No, I would say it's pretty toxic sometimes. No judgment. I like toxic chicks.
The vicious and notorious sibling, the Power Twins. And the feature match, the rugged cowboy out of St. Louis, Missouri, Bob Orton with his manager, John, the Golden Greek Tolos.
It was too heinous for you?
He takes on the 400-pound behemoth from Atlantic City, New Jersey, the very dangerous Bam Bigelow.
Did you upload it? Oh, you said you muted it already. Well, it's toxic on purpose? Yes. Yes, it is. No, no. Of course it is. But I think you spiral because you take everything very personally, and you're always kind of like I mean this respectfully. It's kind of like in a movie when like a bomb goes off and everybody's like, what the fuck's happening? Like that's kind of how you are a lot of the time. You just like, you seem like you're very surprised and caught off guard by a lot of things. And so I think sometimes you just kind of, you take offense to what people say, even if they're not saying something that's like, they're not trying to upset you, but like your brain doesn't always connect like the dots between what's going on in chat. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense and isn't mean. I mean, it's all fun to watch. I'm just saying, but YouTube is an asshole sometimes.
One more? Come see us at Universal Studios, Florida.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this.
Mr. Wonderful.
You can't touch this.
Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff making his way up to the ring here at Universal Studios.
Lawrence Taylor in the crowd.
Captain Lou Albano. We talked about some of those competitors in the elimination tournament and who's going to be a favorite. We've mentioned Bam Bam in the prior weeks and Levi and Blair. What about Mr. Wonderful's champion?
Well, we talked about Mr. Wonderful being one of the greatest competitors in Universal Wrestling all throughout the
not a dental hygienist. I mean the assistant. She was thick, but in like a good way. And then but the actual like the dentist was a Middle Eastern man.
wrestling world. I know the man
Fantastic
well.
work though. Like I can't.
Say 12 years now. He's been into professional wrestling. A former pro football
I
player.
can't
The man
fault
is a
him.
Great athlete. Looks in great physical condition. I noticed he's been doing a lot of commercials lately for health foods and so forth. Paul is one of the top contenders along with Steve Williams, Bam Bam Bigelow. Paul is a very, very great athlete. I can wish him nothing but the best of luck. He's a credit to wrestling and a credit to his manhood and everything else.
Just to remind you, as the elimination tournament continues here in the UWF, the pinnacle, of course, would be the crowning of the Sports Channel television champion. That is the build-up for the elimination tournament, and in the end, after the 16 men are eliminated, 2 will be in the ring, and will be competing on Sunday, June the 9th on pay-per-view at 7 o'clock.
Did I do a good job to explain what I meant, methadone? I hope I did.
Program in the coming weeks about the big pay-per-view event coming up. Meanwhile, a series of arm drags, hip tosses by Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff on Rico Federico,
Rico Federico?
You notice them arm drags? I mean, the way that were executed by Paul Orndorff, and the other fellow's in good condition, too. He was able to rerun right from that, right back up again. You see the way he bounced right out of
She
that ring?
practices Krav Maga, which prioritizes groin strikes.
That can be devastating at times. If you land the wrong way, or if you're not in the right, as you move over and you're not able to take that fall properly, you can break a shoulder blade. Anything can happen. Well, this fellow was right up.
What do you mean, take a fall?
Well, he got right back up again.
What would you do about all white
From
trunks?
that shot that we are in the backdrop of the Nickelodeon set here at Universal Studios, which, by the way, Lou, you know.
Well, when I went in, it was literally like I waited longer in the room than I did going in because I just had to have they just did like a cleaning and evaluation. So it was like, it was just a checkup. But she was thick, but it was not a negative at all.
It's the largest television studio in the world outside of Hollywood.
I'm glad you pointed that out to me because I heard that rumor. I didn't know if it was true or not, but now.
It's just like I understand how to communicate with you, and I think a lot of people in chat and in your chat regulars kind of understand how to communicate with you, but I think people that are new or trolls who know they can use the way that you communicate to fuck with you, but especially like people that don't know like how to communicate with you. I just feel like sometimes it's kind of like you feel like kind of everybody's out to get you, or that like everybody's kind of like sliding you in somewhere. You actually did it to me when we first met. You said that I had better not be saying the things about you ironically, or you were gonna be really mad and cause me physical harm.
Now that you say it, Greg, I know it can only be true.
Yeah, there's a good shot of Universal Studios and over 444 acres of motion pictures here. They have production facilities, sound stages. King Kong is here, your friend.
The whole best.
Earthquake.
Is it true what they said, Greg, that you sold the property to Universal to build the studio? That's what I hear through the grapevine, that you're a very wealthy person. I'm glad to be sitting alongside you. At least I know you're not going to borrow any money from me. It's wonderful to be with you, Greg DeGeorge. You're a legend in the field of broadcasting.
Well, Clarence, I mean, it depends where you stand on Clarence, really.
Because I feel together as a combined effort, we're unbeatable.
Well, at least we think that way. There we go.
Look at ATF Media, like he gives a shit about Rico Federico.
A cat in that ring. The way Paul moves around, he's got that leper, kind of like how a leper stalks. He moves around. Look at the condition of the man. He's lean. He had dropped, I think, about 15 pounds from his former weight. Paul was down, I guess, around 240, 248 rather. They announced him at 250. Give or take 2 pounds. He might lose 4 or 5 pounds in a match.
Yeah, but I understand, Captain Lula, there's a fellow who weighs 13,000 pounds here.
They didn't want to fly out referee Kroll.
Is he a hairy kind of?
Oh.
Was trying to negotiate something with him.
Is he a hairy type fella?
Is he a hairy type fella?
I don't think he shaves.
Joe Malenko. No, it's Rico Federico.
But how tall the guy was, he thought he might be a good connection here.
I saw him some years back in New York City on top of the Empire State Building. Is that the same fella?
man, yeah.
There you go with the K-Fay or Fay-Long or Fay-One.
Oh boy.
Here it goes. This can be one of the most devastating moves in the field of professional wrestling. This can
You are kind of a bully, but I think I like it. I think it's entertaining.
I'll tell you what I would do. I'll tell you, you can call me gutless or whatever you want, but I'd rather be a live coward and live to fight another day and be here today. But I'd run out of the ring if a man put me into that. That's unbelievable. All right, I'm going to get Paul over here. We're going to interview Paul Orndorff.
Don't forget, in 2 days, speaking of You Can't Touch This, we're going to rejoin and continue the Prime Time with George Durunda Journey, Part 2. Chicopee Boogaloo.
UWF Sports Channel television champion coming up, Beach Brawl at the
You are sweet, but you're also like
a little tune-up here.
Like a honey badger.
Oh,
you think it's Joe Malenko?
He's got to take his beatings, like we all did. But I'm looking forward to that tournament. A lot of good competition. It could be anybody's. It could go.
I'm not saying you're you think I'm judging you for being a bully. I'm not judging you for being a bully.
So it's going to be quite interesting. It's not it's one of those type of things where it's just good talent from top to bottom, and I'm looking forward to it.
Paul, Mr. Wonderful Ondo. Certainly
Rest in peace, Mr. Wonderful.
Remember, it's June 9th at the Manatee Civic Center.
What a
And
great
those of
heel.
you outside of that area, you can only get it on a pay-per-view basis. So you must call your cable company or call 1-800-368-4UWF. Thank you, Paul.
Tickets are available right now at the Manatee Civic Center box office in Albano, Florida. If you want to see the Beach Ball in person on Sunday, June the 9th, call the box office at 813-722-6626. Or you can call Ticketmaster at these locations all over the state of Florida. In the Tampa Bay area, you can get your tickets to the June 9th Beach Ball by calling this number.
ATF Media, did you watch the Royal Rumble 91 live stream on the Vault? What's up, Cody Turbo? Man, this is great music, great vibe. Doing coke off a chick's ass vibes. I love this music. I love this palm tree imagery. Ah, what a boner killer. Great.
Captain Lou Albano.
Yes, Gregory, it's a pleasure to be here. And Liz, not a nice-looking guy.
Oh, you're the WCW
Zukov, look at the head on it.
exclusive.
We all stand for the thing.
King Kong and Boris Zukov, they're twin brothers from different mothers. Look at the faces. Look. He wants people to sing, Greg. Can we go to get up and sing the national anthem? I will.
I'd like to hear you.
Yeah, here I go.
You ready?
Wow, look at this disrespect for international culture. Oh no, I thought this couldn't get any worse. It's the one patriotic character that I don't like at all.
Here comes the corporal. Here comes the corporal. All right. Here comes the corporal. Here comes the corporal.
Oh no.
Yes, sir. Here comes the corporal.
It's the Battle of the Flag here, Captain Lou.
Well, I'm gonna lean
Another guy that I put firmly in that Pedro Morales, SD Jones tier.
This is good old USA, Greg. The George, you're unreal. You're unbelievable. You're one of a kind. What a job of announcing. It's an honor for me to be here. Filling in for the legendary Bruno Sammartino, who is now getting together on coordinating with the belt, with the officials of Universal Wrestling Federation, getting ready for that big June 9th pay-per-view event, baby. It's on Sunday, June 9th at 7 p.m.
Yeah, this guy stinks. It was a great video. Methadone, very talented, very good turnaround on projects. Very good turnaround on Celebrity Sunday when she showed her clam. There will be people who, like, if you were to tell, like, somebody, like, hey, I have a content idea and tell it to them, and then, like, even if they thought it was a good idea, there will be people who will just do it, like, really whatever. They'll just do the, you know, be like, oh, cool, it's a free idea, I'll do it. And they just do it, like, as written. Like, Methadone is, like, insanely extra on everything she does. So, like, I think that's a really good quality, because she doesn't just, like, half-ass it or just do, like, the bare minimum. Like, she's always does, like, extra, and then she'll always be like, well, I was thinking about XYZ, of, like, making it even more complex, and you're just like, no, it doesn't need to be any more, like, it doesn't need anything else.
And where's it from? Palmetto, Florida. That's right around a little below the Tampa area. Woo!
Manatee Civic Center. All right.
Yes,
that
sir.
is now less than a month away.
Very, like, Vince Russo, like, just always wanting, like, bigger and more.
It's actually 47.25 miles south of Tampa, I believe. 47 2/3 miles south of Tampa.
Yeah, that's her new phrase, too, is this whole she's got it dripping like water.
Take a look. Nice crowd, beautiful crowd. They're all together watching Universal Wrestling Federation stars. Look at a corporal moving up against Big Head.
You know, I talked to many fans here, Captain Lou, before we went on the air, and many have watched us on Sports Channel America, but this is their first time to see it in person. And They are really enjoying it.
You know, we had the officials from the Universal Studios right here, one of the largest studios in the world. And look at Boris Newkopf. He's in that ring, and Newkopf is in trouble. He's got the colonel, what is it, not the colonel, a corporal right after him, chasing him around the ring. Newkopf is definitely in trouble. Boris Newkopf is in trouble, baby. He's retreating.
That's Zukov with a Z.
Yes, Boris Bukov. Look at him. He's back in the corner. Look at the head
Well,
on him. The man's got
do you
the
care
head
if I
on the
tell
wall.
him the story
Looks like
behind the
wall
video?
heat. Here he goes, baby. Looks like a pit bull in heat. I'll tell you the truth. I've never seen anybody like it. Put this guy down. He'd be a good invitation for pit bull dog food. Huh? Or one of them warthogs. The warthog in heat.
You got me speechless.
Oh, I'll tell you, I've never
Drowning
seen
in
nothing like it.
pussy
Look at the belly on it.
juice. Wow.
What about that belly?
I mean, that belly is a
What a
cryptic
statement.
stomach. It reaches his knees. Guy got a head 9.703 head. His head weighs 87 pounds. I don't know what his body weighs. Guy got a fat head.
Hey, how about that move by the
Oh,
corporal?
yeah, sure. Yeah, he's calling a guy over. This guy can't count to 3 without fumbling.
Well, you're really emphasizing
He's
it
a linguist and a
recently.
bilinguist. Yeah, check him. Guy can't even speak Russian. Check the little cut in his shoes. The guy hasn't made a buck.
Very well. What do you
Shows you the income he's been making. His shoes are split at the side. He can't afford to have them sewed up.
I think you can get a good look
Oh
at that.
my God, no, not Outback Jack.
And he misses. No one home as he tried the elbow drop on Corporal Kirshner.
Any guy that eats hot dogs 9 days a week, you know the guy's in trouble. Can't
I'm
afford
just
any
glad we
hot
haven't
dogs.
seen SD Jones, although now we have 2 SD Joneses. At least these guys have some personality.
Whatever he's eating. Drinks quite a bit of beer too, I think. Look at the corporal. Corporal's walking.
So the story behind the werewolf video is really, again, something very simple that Bethadone blossomed into an actual piece of content. But I was just fucking with her, and I messaged her and asked her if she would make me a video that just was her saying, I have an important message for Mark Fusion, and then just howl like a werewolf. And that's literally all I said to her. And then you saw what the final
He's a ballpark man.
product
He looks like
was.
he's got a head like a ballpark. Round and oval.
Greatest patriotic wrestler of all time, Hulk Hogan. Not even, yeah, for
They take
sure.
him by the feet and they take his beard and they use him as a sweeper around the park.
Now listen, F Wood, we're talking about in ring character wise. Nobody more patriotic than Hulk Hogan. There's no way. Hulk Hogan is literally propaganda at this point, right? That character, the red and yellow, the say your prayers, eat your vitamins, all that shit. He's literally Americana propaganda. I think he's got to be the most patriotic wrestler of all time.
The ballpark. There he goes.
Lex Express. Hacksaw would be up there, but again, nowhere near. Plus, listen, he turned his back on America, not for wealth, not for fame, but for Lance Storm. Hacksaw Jim Duggan abandoned the United States in favor of Lance Storm and Team Canada. Like, come on.
Albano, we're coming to you from Universal Studios in Central Florida. This is the largest television studio facility outside of Hollywood. Over 444 acres. They put in over $600 million to build this beautiful facility.
Boy, and I know that Greg DeGeorge actually sold the 496 acres to the people at Universal to build this property. And I got to say, it's a great honor for Captain Lou to be over here sitting next to the legendary Greg DeGeorge. I'm taking the place of Bruno
Sergeant
Sammartino.
Slaughter.
I'm taking the place because I could never match the man. But Bruno is now coordinating the new championship.
They had that match on the Royal Rumble live stream, the Warrior Sergeant Slaughter match. Sergeant Slaughter, here's what I don't understand about that angle, right? So it was a very real topic, right? Like, people were really dying in real life over the war. And then Sergeant Slaughter plays it like he's in a sitcom, this ridiculous, over the top. And then even when he comes out and starts selling for the Warrior, he's doing like clown shit and taking like launching himself bumps and acting like a fool. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, if, as a Muhammad Hassan type deal, okay. But you're going to put the world title on this guy like 5 minutes after you've got him doing this Shawn Michaels versus Hulk Hogan type selling. It was just weird to me that it was almost, he was such a comedic character.
It's $14.95 pay-per-view on Sports Channel America.
Like, I thought he should have been like he was whenever he was a heel against Pat Patterson back in the day. You know what I mean? Like, just a sadistic, whatever. And he had all the energy behind it because he was doing this huge heel turn after all this time. I just thought it was kind of ridiculous.
For it, baby. Not Sports Channel America. This is coming out on pay-per-view. So pay-per-view all over the country, so you can see it anywhere you live.
That's right. Just call your local cable system. And it's a good idea, really, to make your plans.
But I like Slaughter as the champion, like as that Ivan Koloff transitional champion.
You know what I like about this area, Greg? You look at the beautiful women around here. Just take a look behind you.
I like Sergeant Slaughter. I just thought he could have been a real menacing guy, and instead he was kind of like they made him do comedy.
That quartet right there was among the people you're talking about. But
I really do like Del Wilkes' run as the Patriot in the WWF. Tell me he would not. I'm going to get into this again. I always talk about it. Wouldn't he have looked amazing with the winged eagle belt and the Patriot get up and the flag? That would have been so badass.
The corporal trying to flip him over. Can he get the pin right here? Sure can. Lateral press? No. Didn't have the leg hook. Got to really hook the leg there, I think, with the 300-pounder. You're not going to get him. Got him around the neck with a choke. No, not really a choke. I guess that would be legal.
Well, it's legal because it's not up around the artery rotary nerve, or what do you call that?
Listen, guys, go out there and give us 20 minutes.
Named after Charlie Carrata, but I think they got it up around a windpipe.
I really do like Sergeant Slaughter, especially in that, like in the old like arena shows where he took on Pat Patterson in the, like, I think it was like a Falls Count Anywhere match or something like that.
In other words, I noticed that Zukov seems to be happy. He's already, I think, over the hill now. Watch this. He's trying to make a last-minute comeback.
Mr. USA Tony Atlas, he's pretty patriotic.
You watch this. I know the was getting. Uh-oh, maybe I'm wrong.
I think you might be wrong here.
Kurt Angle.
On a part of the Russian Bulldog.
Well, it's really very
Mr. America, yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, Kurt Angle.
Referee giving him the count out now. He's up to 5.
All right. Come on, Corporal.
Well, if we're going to talk about, I mean, should we be diverse about it? I mean, if you talk about guys that are incredibly and irrevocably dedicated to their countries, you gotta think Bret Hart, right? I mean, he's obviously not patriotic to us, but he's patriotic on another level in his home country.
This Corporal's tough.
Well, this Corporal can hit. Maybe you're right.
There you go.
I even liked all of the matches he did against DX. I thought those were all pretty good. Or they were fun to watch anyway.
Top metal post. And now the Corporal is
Cody Rhodes, I really don't. He comes off to me like a televangelist.
I don't think he's ever returned.
But I do agree, he is the Americana guy of the moment.
Guys, your cousin Dan Duva handles.
Yeah, wonderful looking person.
I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about their opponents.
Their opponents, of course.
Yeah.
Like they're laying on the canvas. Here it comes.
Big right hand.
That's a big roundhouse, baby.
Cody Rhodes is proof that Savvy Guy's right that we live in a superficial world, because whenever he was himself and he looked like himself, nobody gave a shit. But then when he changed like literally everything about himself and took acting lessons to like become someone else, then like when he hit those superficial levels, then he became a star.
Here it goes. Headbutt. Come on, Corporal.
I still think the Mask era was the best Cody Rhodes.
There you go.
And Kirster is just mounting an attack here. Oh, boy, but the headbutt back by Zukov. And you take a headbutt from Zukov for taking a headbutt.
Sure, he's all head.
Kim says she will not be a patriot any longer if there's ever a woman president.
Now the bear hug, one of his infamous moves, the Russian bear hug.
I'll be real, like, I just don't think it's going to happen. I don't think there's a chance in hell that we're going to have a woman president for, like, a long time. Maybe when, like, Gen Z is the elder generation, maybe at that point.
Keep that head and study for science. Did you hear about that?
I must have missed that. What do they plan to find out?
Nikita Koloff, very believable Russian accent. He was a true method actor.
Up to 100 pounds, huh?
It's up to 100 pounds. I think it's 180 kilos.
Hey, good move by
it goes. It's all over, baby. The party's over. And he's ready.
What a bunch of bullshit.
Act of surprise. That is the act of surprise. Right behind him. You see that roll up? Just a roll up. Took him down. 1, 2, 3. The party's over. Oh, yes, the party's
over, baby.
We'll definitely have another president, one way or the other. Trump's almost 80. Whether his successor is determined, you know. However, we will have another president eventually.
The crowning of the first ever UWF Sports Channel television champion. Now this elimination tournament began.
No, there's no way. There's no way AOC would even ever get the nomination. It'll be a Gavin Newsom type. It'll be like some generic Democrat.
Perhaps the ugliest scene of professional wrestling history took place in Houston, Texas.
Ooh, Colonel De Beers.
Colonel De Beers from South
Wow. I forgot about the Colonel. Do you think these matches actually happened?
Only 7 minutes into their elimination match, Parsons was out cold, and the clueless referee gave the South African a most controversial pinfall victory. The action continued in Texas as Don the Rock Morocco, looking to add to his collection of World Championship belts, took on.
You grew up in the same neighborhood as Nikita Koloff? Not at the same time though, right? You know what somebody told me the other day? I was talking to somebody at Kroger. They told me they didn't care for Don Morocco. I'll never understand that. So bizarre. I was like, what did you think about Fuji Vice? And they were like, I don't care for Don Morocco. Okay. Foolishness. Oh, really? At the same time? How much of an impact do you think you had as far as developing the Nikita character? Would you say you were a strong influence? Would you say, okay, if you had to say, do you think you would say that you were just an influence on it, or do you think you were a heavy influence on it out of those two options?
A size 9 shoe. You heard about? Well, here's a man with a size 10 head. Right? Come on in here.
I remember that when he did that, Cody Turbo.
This man has a size 10 head. Get a look at it. Tell us about Russia. Go ahead. What's the matter with you? You don't like the soda? I'm very proud.
This is hardly unbiased journalism from Captain Lou.
Here. You know what's so great about being in this country? The only thing being great is that I get to take your money.
I get to take your money. Give me your rubles.
Huh? You got anything to say about that? That's sort of thing. That's what's great about being in the Universal Wrestling Federation. Is getting in the ring.
You grew up in Russia.
Because they're all great, all of them. But it'd be great.
It's me immigrated to this country the right way,
that is what's great about being
legally.
in America. The only thing great about it.
What's with all the spitting?
It's another edition of Ask the Wrestlers, and a chance to talk to your favorite UWF personality.
Yeah, I really like Don Morocco. I don't love him as a heel, but I think or as a good guy, but I think he's an amazing heel.
When he got started in pro wrestling, and if he's ever held any title belts.
Well, Carol, I got my start 5 years ago in Jacksonville, Florida, and I have held championship belts, and I'm going to hold a lot more. And the UWF tag belts are going to be on the line real soon. And me and my partner, Wild Thing Steve Ray, we're going to take the gold.
Carol Wirtz receives a free UWF t-shirt and cap for having her question used. If you'd like to get in on the fun, just send your question on a postcard to Ask the Wrestlers, 702 Washington Street, Marina Del Rey, California, 90292. And keep watching the Fury Hour to see if we use your question.
They are from Long
Yeah, I can try. Hang on.
the Power Twins. Boy, these are some big men, Greg. These are some big guys, John. I'll tell you.
And I'll tell you what.
Wow.
You know, the UWF, boy, they're getting bigger and bigger
How's that?
and bigger, smarter and smarter and smarter.
Whoops. Sunny Beach. From Long Island. Oh, no, wait, that's where these guys are from.
The Power Twins, Larry and Dave, and John Tolos, you have managed Orton in a tag team matchup before. What about the Power Twins as a possible?
I'll tell you what about
Oh,
the
they're
Power
like
Twins.
little
These two
Vaders.
guys are big, huge. And they're twins, of course. You
Yeah,
don't know
that'd
who's
get
in the
good
ring,
heat.
who's in, who's out, who's around, who's across. These guys are huge. These guys are powerful. These guys are fast.
John?
And above all, these guys are smart. They're going to go a long, long way. They're new kids on the block. New kids on the block. This is what I like about the UWF. They're bringing in new
These guys
people,
are
and I
such
like
goobers.
Look at the size of the legs on these guys, the power, their thighs and their calves out of the door. Are these guys powerhouses? I mean, they're unbelievable.
They're huge. They're
Boy,
huge.
they can move in that ring.
And they're wrestling two other guys, too, that ain't no midgets. You know, these guys are about 272, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And these
See you later,
power twins are
Bethadone.
big all over. Legs, chest, neck, arms,
The
whole
pipe
thing.
calls.
And they're intelligent, you know. They're not stuck for an answer when you say hello to them, you know.
I
So
think
that-
this Perry is the twin brother of Refrigerator Perry.
I have no idea. I have no
You think
idea.
so? David Perry in the ring
David
there?
Perry, yeah. I thought he's the twin brother of Refrigerator. He might be twin brothers from different mothers, but I think he's related.
We'll have to check into that, Lou.
You know, Lou, I'm going to tell you something. You shouldn't knock anybody because you got a face to knock a dead dog off a dump truck.
Yeah.
I mean, you shouldn't go for anything like that, you know.
When you get up in the morning, John, look in the mirror, it takes you 2.5 hours to brush your teeth. So
That's
stop
right.
yelling.
That's right. Now wear a brown tie for my brown teeth.
Yeah, so they keep me
Good
clean.
for you, Beth.
You know, I feel like the man in the ring here between you two guys.
Well, let me tell you something.
Third man in.
Albano and I go a long, long, long way.
Yeah, well, let's rub it
John
in
used
another
to carry
day.
my bag. I'll be honest with
Look at
you.
this
John
goon.
used to carry my bag when, you know, this is true. This is true.
That's right. I used to carry his bag. That's true. I always respected Lou. I don't
like it when they
I was a
start
young kid,
try to
John
start
had
a
retired
clap.
from
Like,
the ring, and he said, Captain Lou, I want to carry your bag.
let
He
it
said,
happen
I'm not
naturally.
too useful anymore. He said, however, I can't talk. He said, but I would like to carry your bag. You're a young and new talent and a great, great wrestler. He said, I want to be there carrying your bag. So I let John come along with me.
Hey, leapfrog by Perry. Now a couple of rights and then a drop kick, and he nails one of the power twins. It sends it flying off.
Powerful drop kick. Powerful drop kick. It has to be a powerful drop kick to knock a guy weighing 270 pounds down like that. It's
Can I
gotta be
say one
powerful.
thing? Can I say one thing, Greg DeGeorge?
You can say anything you
You
want,
know
Captain
one
Lou.
guy that this John Tolos reminds me of? A very personal friend of his, a guy named Classy Freddie Blassie. When you talk about John Tolos, you got to remember Classy Freddie Blassie. They're two of the same car. But look at Tolos checking the girls out as they leave in the ring now. Instead of paying attention to the commentating here, he's watching two pretty ladies.
Paying
leave the ring.
attention to the
He's another Freddie Blassie
commentary.
in reincarnation of Freddie Blassie. That's who he is, John Tolos.
Well, I'll tell you what. Blassie and I, in the 60s and 70s, we had some great hot feuds, and I mean great hot feuds in California, through Texas, and a few other places, you know. But I'm not talking about that. I kicked Blassie out of California. He's in living somewhere in Mississippi somewhere. I don't know where
Nah,
he's
S.T.
living.
Jones
I'm
is
concentrating on this
garbage,
great match
too.
with the Power Twins.
Here it comes.
Let's look at this great match. There's a fine flip by... Is that Larry or Dave, Captain Lou? You've
think
interviewed
that's-
these guys in the captain's
I
corner.
think that's Gene. I think that's the third rubber. They got another one that hasn't come out yet, but that's Gene. There's Larry, Dave, and Gene, and Mo and Curly.
I don't know who
like
these
about
Get the
people
Rose
are.
family.
There
I
you
know
go.
the Power Twins. I don't know either of the other
How's that,
people.
Greg?
That's a great double backdrop.
And again, it makes you appreciate Memphis, who makes sure that when the match starts, you know who's in the match. They put it on the screen, and then the announcers, you know, use it at the beginning and then sprinkle it throughout the match.
He's got a lot of double great stuff. These guys do a lot of stuff like that, which I like very much. And I said before, they're fast, and they can take it, and they can give it.
And there we are on camera, and we'd like to say hello again. And thank
Look
you
at
for
all
joining
those
us.
empty
John
seats.
Tolos, Captain Lou Albano, coming to you from Universal Studios here in Orlando, Florida.
There we go.
All right, and a power slam by Gene. When did Gene come into this picture?
All right. What is it, Johnny and Davey?
Harry and Dave.
Harry and Dave. There you go. Harry, Dave, and Pete.
I can see you haven't taken that memory name course there, Captain Lou. Other power slam.
Great power slam, and they're just letting him up. They're just playing with him right now. They know they got him, and they're just playing with him.
You know, Jerry
They're making
Lucas,
him
former
suffer.
basketball player, Captain Lou, has a book out, the memory book.
Memory book. I think I'll take that course. What's the name of the book? What's the name of the book?
I believe it's the memory book, something like
Who's
that.
the guy?
Jerry Lucas used to be a basketball player and probably has a video out too. And what's it about? Remember names like Larry and Dave, the Power Twins. Watch that by the book.
We better mute this. That's coming through pretty clear. Bethadone. What a character. Will she ever get her act together? No, I'm just kidding.
These guys are great. The way they finished this guy off with a backbreaker, the other guy came off the top rope with an
No
elbow.
holds barred.
2, 3.
All right,
That's
perhaps
what I
the
like,
top
man. I
tag
like
team
that.
in the UWF, the Power Twins, victorious on the Fury Hour.
The Beast Brawl is coming June 9th. UWF's first ever live pay-per-view to crown the Sports Channel Television Champion. Call your local cable system now. Tell them you want to see UWF UWF Beach Brawl June 9th.
From St. Louis.
Oh, finally. Finally. Here's where the money went. Man, wouldn't you guys, if you had a genie's lamp, wouldn't you wish for one last Cowboy Bob Orton match?
Universal Studios. How do you like
He
Universal
walked
Studios?
right by, no sold that kid.
Unbelievable Universal Studios. It's the second largest studio in the world. In America.
That's correct. His opponent,
Bigelow!
and Captain Lou, I don't have to ask you for your feelings on this, man. I know they're very, very strong and positive.
Well, I gotta say anything Bam Bam Bigelow.
Yeah, Bethadone is a very complex, layered
I'll
individual.
tell you the truth, and I know that Bob Orton's ability. We know what Bob Orton can do. He's big, he's strong. Doesn't possess the size of a Bam Bam Bigelow, but it's going to be a good one because you've got to deal with John Tolos. He's the brains, I should say, behind Bob Orton.
The brains behind Bob Orton.
He doesn't want the brain to sun hit his head too much.
Can you imagine?
The man is ready, baby.
Yeah, John Tolos, I'm the brains behind Bob Orton.
I think it is, but John Tolos he's somebody to be watched. You got to watch him in the corner.
Fuck S.T. Jones.
And he's very
Bob,
dangerous, particularly if you go into his corner.
Bob
his corner
Orton
of
versus
town,
Bam Bam
and
Bigelow.
Bam Bam will try and keep eyes behind his head if he can.
Right.
And worry about John Tolos as well. That could make it a little bit difficult, I think, when you're going up against a guy who has a manager and you do not have somebody watching your back in your corner. It should be a good matchup.
Yeah, remember, Greg, both these men can wrestle. Both can wrestle.
Bam Bam Bigelow, in fact, he's the odds-on favorite, according to Captain Lou, at least, for the Sports Channel Television Championship.
Well, no, I didn't say that. I'm going to put my money on Terry Bam Bam Gordy, I said. Or it could be Dr. Williams, but I'll put it on Terry
I
Bam
think
Bam
Captain
Gordy.
Lou just says whatever comes to his mind.
June 9th pay-per-view event.
What an idiot.
From Florida, and we know where it's at, Palmetto in Florida. June 9th pay-per-view, $14.95, baby.
Manatee Civic Center to see it live. Of course, cable systems nationwide. Call your local operator for details.
I don't know if I've ever seen this matchup
Meanwhile,
before.
Bam Bam eyeing the ace, who looks to be a little bit out of it here early on.
Well, I'll tell you, maybe the size of Bam Bam is getting to the ace. I mean, Ace is a good conditioned wrestler, but he doesn't possess the size of Bam Bam, so this could be a factor in the match. Of course, you've always got to watch out for John Tolos lurking around the ring.
I don't know why, but my whole life I've been obsessed with a line that I heard Gorilla Monsoon say one time about Bobby Heenan. He was acting like he was putting Bobby Heenan over, and he was like, yeah, Brain, we've all heard that they call you Deep Pockets. And he's like, yeah, that's right, I got deep pockets. And he's like, yeah, deep pockets, short arms. I don't know why, but that's like the funniest shit. I think about it like constantly for like 30 years, over 30 years now.
He's a sneaky deep as halfway. Look at him. Going around with the sunglasses
Mr.
on. He's
Deep
got that
Pockets.
cap on, protecting the sun from his eyes. You never know what John Tolos is up to.
Bigelow trying to
Calling
get
him
some
a
kind of
racist.
leverage against the ace cowboy Bob
The
Orton.
Bret
Look
Hart
at
feud was
there
great. The Jake
by
Roberts
Orton.
feud was
The
great
ace
too with
trying to
Lawler.
Work against Bam Bam Bigelow.
He said that he told Jake, he said that Jake had bararthritis, where you're stiff in a different joint every night.
Greg, I gotta tell you, I'm utterly amazed that these athletes can get in and perform under this 100-degree weather. Right here
It
at
was
Universal
such a
Studios.
it was such a mean-spirited feud against
That
Jake.
big man hit his mush right into the corner.
You know, Orton is lightning fast there, and then he clotheslines him down.
Oh man, alive, baby. There
Did you
it is,
see
right
how
here in
quick
front
Captain
of
Lou?
us.
Wonder if he improvised it. Who
How
knows?
quick he moved out of the way.
Certainly did. All right. See, in one mistake can tell. Now look at the way it's reversed now. Here it goes. Look at Orton taking over, Greg.
He is indeed. Couple of right hands for Bigelow.
Sometimes you think it has to be, some of the shit they say has to be improvised, but then you hear that Vince was real,
Back and forth. Headbutt,
you know, whatever. Maybe he just trusted those two guys to do whatever they
Here
wanted.
it goes again, brother. Body slam. Here
Body
it comes.
slam. He's got.
Whoa, wait, watch this.
He's going to try the big splash.
Missed it. Quick thinking on Orton's part. Last minute, Greg moved out of the way.
And you can almost hear the canvas go.
Oh.
No.
I think it's title match, or maybe High Spots. It might be High Spots. Is putting up the Brian Christopher RF video interview. It's one of those two. It is fantastic. It is so delusional. They ask him if he thought that being smaller held him back, and he's like, "Oh, what do you mean? I don't think anybody saw me as being smaller." It was like he's completely like. It's almost like it's not as bad as Greg Gagne, but it's pretty close.
I hope that ring holds up. Man alive, I'm telling you, it's a Jackson jive, baby.
Bam Bam, over 100 tattoos. Captain Lou, did you ever go?
Never went to a tattoo parlor. I've seen them do it, though. I watch Bam Bam. You spin the man around, you can watch cartoons, baby. You can look at a cartoon for an hour and a half. Just look at his head in the sunlight. It's like watching Super Circus. There we go, baby. Look at him. Uh-oh. Okay, what's that, a front face lock by Bob Orton?
Yes, sir. Front face lock. Trying to...
Face lock, baby.
Really, ideally, you'd like to spin him over and put him out.
Put him out, possibly can do it. The big man's hard to turn over, though.
We're only a few weeks away, of course, from the big one.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, he's always...
Talking a lot about it. Universal Wrestling Federation with a big card, including the crowning of the Sports Channel Television Champion.
Yeah, I mean, it's not... He doesn't completely shit on him, but, like, basically does.
Yeah, but regarding the belt itself, which is a beautiful belt, isn't it?
$100,000 belt, and Bruno is right there now coordinating with the Universal Wrestling Federation.
Like, the idea that he didn't think anybody saw him as a smaller guy is outlandish to me.
Elimination tournament on June 9th, baby. That's a big pay-per-view event, June 9th.
All right, I just felt the
He says something like, you know, I was 220 pounds, legit. And I looked around, and I seen guys in there that were barely 200 pounds. I wasn't, you know, I wasn't seen as a smaller guy. You were in the light heavyweight division, bro.
Look at John Tolos. Here they go, baby.
Trading right hand.
Hey, start the referee's counting it.
Bigelow. Throws him into the corner.
Hey. Watch out there,
What's up, Daniel Marone?
Look at him. Cameraman's right on top of the action. All right, man. Cameraman doing a great job. Right on top of the action.
Who would slap them
Throws
around?
him in and goes right after him. He's not waiting up.
He's on like Borden House Pie, like painting Tittenhouse's hind legs for Boston's foot on a Saturday night, baby. The guy's right on top. Look at him, brother. Yes, sir.
Oh, the snakes. Okay. Sorry.
No. Churchyard, you see that little mouse that runs about from Tittenhouse?
Yeah.
Tobascus brushes an artist.
I thought you were saying that Brian Christopher slapped somebody, slapped the luchadors around.
That man can move, baby. Look at him. Woo, yes, sir. I'm telling you, he got it all together.
All right. Painting whatever he's doing and some kind of mouse. He's doing a good job. There's John Tolos looking on.
Like Borden House Pie. Look at that big man. I'll tell you right now.
Look at the arms, the size of Bigelow.
He must have a 25-inch bicep. He's got a big gut, too, but he can move that big gut around. He can carry that weight well because he can move for a big man. Reminds me of myself when I was young. Tell you the truth.
Years ago, huh?
Years ago, back in 1921.
Years ago. Bob just teaching you, Captain.
That's all right. That's all right. I think Bob Orton's had it. I hope you reminded the people that I'm throwing in for Bruno Sammartino. I can never do his job, but Bruno will be back.
Did he just describe himself as like young, as being like Bam Bam was like a young version of him?
Oh, here it goes, baby.
Hey, Bigelow's got him in a good position here. And Bigelow lands ahead.
Yeah, he's got
hard on the inside.
Yeah, he definitely got Orton hurt. This is it, baby. It's all over.
He has worked all over, upstairs, downstairs, legs.
I think he's got him now, brother. That's a tough one to break. Look at the weight of that man.
He's trying to break it.
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Here we go. All right, baby.
Orton looks like he's just about to say I've had enough, but knowing him, Captain Lou, he's not the kind of guy who does that.
He is about the same size as AJ Styles. I have no idea.
Don't give in. He's not a quitter.
Let's find out.
Say, Greg, I'm sitting here
In my mind, that's impossible, but we'll see.
It's an honor for me sitting here next to the great Greg DeGeorge. Universal Wrestling is
Okay,
very
let's
lucky
see.
to have a guy like you doing the announcing for them and so forth, because you do certainly a great job along with Bruno Sammartino. So God bless you guys. I want to remind the people I'm just a fat old man filling in, baby, because Bruno is coordinating for the belt that will be held on June 9th at the pay-per-view event. Don't forget, $14.95 at the Palmetto, Florida. It'll be right there, baby. 7 o'clock.
You got wow.
Call your local studio.
It must have been then. They must have booked him like a little guy.
Okay, let's put it that way. And ask for the event. Have it piped in your home, because you're going to love it.
I know you ordered it.
Yeah, AJ's a little bit taller, but not much. I am pretty shocked, though. Like, if you would have asked me how tall he was, I would have said, like, I thought he was, like, 5'7". Like, I thought he was, I thought he was way smaller than he was. He's 5'10". So, I mean, he's right in a sense, but I feel like something in the booking just made him seem like he was, you know, one of the smaller guys.
My bed while I'm doing it, and then I can come back home and watch it again.
Good idea. Elbow by Orton, trying to mount a comeback here against Bigelow. But he takes the headbutt. Now they're trading headbutts to right hand.
Head-to-head combat. Big headbutt. Uh-oh. Orton wants to go belly-to-belly suplex, but I don't know what to do.
Oh, man.
Here comes Bigelow.
Can't do it. Bigelow hops
You don't
over.
do that to a veteran.
Shot by Tolos.
John Tolos, baby. Pull the leg.
Tolos could not let that stand.
You know,
Oh, come on.
He didn't get caught.
Yeah, he got caught. It's all over, baby. Referee's going to disqualify him.
You think so?
Bigelow, Tolos has the right hand. And another right hand.
The camera adds 2 inches.
There you go. Uh-oh. Orton's got a chair. Orton's got a chair. And he clocks him on the back.
Oh, he ain't gonna put up with this.
With the chair.
There they go, baby.
Bam, bam,
I thought that was a pretty, I mean, it was a real watchable match. I thought it was fun.
He's fighting against 2.
It's a real interesting matchup.
Fighting against 2. He's fighting against Orton and against John Tolos.
Well, Bigelow's going to get his hand raised
John
for this one.
Tolos.
That's right. I don't blame him.
You kind of wonder just what John Tolos is trying to do. By interfering, he cost his man a chance at victory, and there it is.
You know what I guess it was, Greg? He never thought he'd get caught, and he thought he'd have his man go on a victory, but he did.
Orton is, he's been in, I think, just about everything we've watched.
He's got to pay the piper, baby. He's all over.
Except Memphis, maybe. Has he been in Memphis since we watched? He definitely worked there at some point.
And great looking colors. To order a free merchandise brochure, just write to the UWF, 702 Washington Street, Marina Del Rey, California, 90292.
Marina Del Rey, that's where Craig Fingerling runs one of our head offices.
Time prevented us from bringing you B. Brian Blair's match, but he'll be rescheduled for next week. Again, thanks to our hosts here at the incredible Universal Studios Florida.
Thank you, Travel
Enjoyed
Lodge.
our last 2 weeks and look forward to the next 2. Remember the pay-per-view Beach Brawl June 9th. Call your local cable system for details.
UWF, the Universal Wrestling Federation, the pinnacle in sports.
The pinnacle. He wasn't also an AWF champion. Don't forget about that. He did the impossible. He got Tito to put him over. That doesn't work for me, brother. Remember that great opening? It was like, what the world is watching.
Captain Lou Albano is filling in for Bruno Sammartino. I'm Craig DeGeorge. Welcome to the Fury Hour. Thanks for joining us. We're coming to you from Universal Studios Florida. Once again, a terrific movie-making set. It is the second largest studio in the world. They film a lot of shows here, including our show tonight.
Well, I'd like to say, Craig, as you said, it's only a fill-in for the legendary Bruno Sammartino because no one, folks, could take the place of the living legend. However, don't forget, it's Captain Lou here, baby. We'll be talking about our pay-per-view event coming up at June 9th right here on TV. And right now, Bruno is coordinating for the new $100,000 belt.
Oh, get
that will
out
be
of here.
presented to our champion right here in Florida on June 9th. I'm Captain Lou, baby, and I'm talking to you. Woo!
Bam Bam Bigelow and the ace cowboy Bob Orton talk about getting excited over things. Another rematch of this one.
It's going to be a big one, and don't forget that pay-per-view event. You're going to have so many great stars like Steve Williams, Bam Bam Bigelow, Orndorff. You've got so many of the
Blair.
greats of professional wrestling. It's
Morocco.
Morocco.
Keep going on and on, and we will too over the next hour.
Be there.
Let's go to Herb Abrams for tonight's card.
Greg and Captain Lou, another beautiful day here at Universal Studios Florida, and we'll open up things in appropriate style with Florida native Paul, Mr. Wonderful Orndorff. Another Florida native whose popularity grows and grows in the UWF, the finely tuned technician, B. Brian Blair. From the Soviet Union, bringing his terror and venom to the UWF, the veteran, Boris Zukov. Rescheduled this week after time prevented us from bringing you this match last week, the vicious and notorious siblings, the Power Twins. And the feature match, the rugged cowboy out of St. Louis, Missouri, Bob Orton with his manager, John the Golden Greek Tolos.
Bob Orton in another main event.
On the 400-pound behemoth from Atlantic City, New Jersey, the very dangerous Bam
Did they ever use the rides?
Bigelow. As Yes, the Wrestlers answers another viewer's question. Captain Lou Albano with
Remember
more
when they
crazy
did the
shenanigans
monster
after
trucks
the
on
corner.
top of the building?
And continued information on the Beach Brawl UWF June 9th Championship card from Palmetto, Florida. We'll tell you how to order tickets to see it in person and how you can order the Beach Brawl in your home on pay-per-view.
This is 5-alarm popcorn.
And now a 30-second tour of Universal Studios, Florida. One more, come see us at Universal Studios, Florida.
You can't touch this.
Blame Ron DeSantis.
You can't touch this.
Mr. Wonderful.
You can't touch this.
Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff making his way up to the ring here at Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. Captain Lou Albano. We talk about some of those competitors in the elimination tournament and who's going to be a favorite. We've mentioned Bam Bam in the prior weeks and Levi and Blair. What about Mr. Wonderful's champion?
Well, we talked about Mr. Wonderful being one of the greatest competitors in Universal
Who's he
Wrestling.
wrestling here?
across the
Rico,
world. I know the man
what's it,
well. I've known him for some,
what's his
I would
name?
say 12
Rico,
years now. He's into professional wrestling.
something?
A former pro football player. The man is a great athlete. Looks in great physical condition. I noticed he's been doing a lot of commercials lately for health foods and so forth. Paul is one of the top contenders along with Steve Williams, Bam Bam Bigelow. Paul is a very, very great
What?
athlete. I can wish him nothing but the best of luck.
All
He's
right.
a credit to wrestling and a credit to his manhood and everything else.
Just to remind you, as the elimination
Are you sure?
tournament continues here in the UWF, the pinnacle, of course,
Okay, what's the next?
would be the crowning of the Sports Channel television champion.
Well,
That is
why did they
built up
put
to
the same
elimination tournament.
episode on twice? Well, I'm glad I noticed.
Hello once again, everybody, coming to you from Universal Studios, Florida, and all set to go for another great UWF action. Craig DeGeorge with Captain Lou Albano for Bruno Sammartino.
The
Welcome,
camera, yeah.
welcome to the Fury Hour. Great to have you with us, and once again, nice to be alongside you.
Well, I've got to say, Craig DeGeorge, it's an honor to be here filling in, and may I remind the fans, I'm only filling in for Bruno Sammartino because I could never carry Bruno's shoes. Bruno is a very competent announcer.
You keep saying that, though, Captain.
He's
was
never
well with
coming
you.
back.
It is true.
You're
But
filling in.
I am, yes, filling in. I'd like to say, don't forget, folks, on June 9th, we're only 2 weeks away from the big pay-per-view
camera.
event, and I had vowed that I would not come back to wrestling unless I
Yeah.
found an organization that truly would bring wrestling back to wrestling. And this
Not to
Universal
be
is doing,
confused with
we'll have a
Sledgehammer.
pay-per-view event to crown our new champion, and that's what Bruno is doing right now, coordinating for the new $100,000 belt.
We
Thank
should
you.
watch all
All right,
the
there's also one of the
sledgehammers
matches I'd like to
together.
talk
This
about,
chat
other than
would
the
be
women's
perfect
matches
for
and
that
several
show.
matches we will have. It's a six-man tag, the first ever here in the UWF. Orton, Blair, Bigelow, Zukov will be on the other side. Colonel De Beers will be there, as well as Bob Orton, the ace. Six-man tag. It could be a crazy matchup, Lou.
Well, you know, when they said Universal
Bob
Wrestling,
Orton,
they said
the
they
ace.
vowed that they would bring the best in the world of wrestling back to the people. They wanted people to understand, to appreciate, and to bring wrestling what wrestling should be. And believe me, Herb Abrams and Universal Wrestling has done that, folks. I know because I'm Captain Lou, and I'm staking 38 years of my reputation behind this organization. Thank you.
All right.
Oh my God. Look at him looking off camera. He goes, was that good enough? I staked my reputation on this, Herb.
So button your shirt and get ready. Here we go.
Look at his
Behind
reaction.
this organization. Thank you.
All right, so button your shirt and get ready. Here we go.
A busy card for our final show at Universal Studios, Florida. And to begin, it'll be Steve Ray and Sunny Beach, Wet and Wild. An entertaining match on the distaff side.
Oh, here we
In
go.
one corner, the crazy yet deadly antics of Luna Vachon. And in the other, it's the acrobatics and grace of Japan's formidable Malia Hosaka.
These aren't super hot, but man, they're opening up
The
my
Beasts from the East with their new
sinuses.
manager, John the Golden Rig Tolos. The identical siblings, the Power Twins.
Well, and we all
And the
know his
feature, sure to be
reputation.
a wild
I mean,
and catastrophic six-man
really
tag team
says a
brawl
lot.
featuring Paul Orndorff, Bam Bam Bigelow, and B. Brian
I staked
Blair
my
against
38
mountainous
years
Rusty Brooks, Boris
reputation
Zukov,
in this
and Cowboy
business
Bob
on this
Orton.
organization.
Lou Albano with another zany look into Captain Lou's corner. Ask the Wrestlers answers another viewer's letter.
Another zany time.
here they come, Wet and Wild. And they may in fact be one of those.
I don't think we've
tag
gotten an
teams around
update on the new
Captain Lou.
boyfriend.
You know tag teams, how would you rank them?
I've got to say, Greg DeGeorge, I rate them very highly. On 100%, I would give them, say,
They
a
could have
90.
never
They've
spoke
still got
again, or
room
they
for
could be
improvement,
married.
But what they do possess is size. They've got the stamina. They're
Did he
quick tags,
bury
they're
her in
very
the
vital
woods?
in
I
tag
hope
team
not.
combinations. As I said, I believe they could use a good
But-
manager, filming their matches in entirety, pointing out weaknesses.
Who knows?
And I've had 17 World Tag Team Champions, as you know, Greg, 2 in a Continental and 1 World Single Champion. But I would have to say, the combination in tag team combinations is the quickness, the timing, the teamwork, the togetherness, and I believe a manager is important to point out your weaknesses. These boys are at an 88 or 90% level. There's room for some improvement. They are on the way.
A guy totally tried to
Blair
traffic
also, Captain Lou.
Definitely.
Vegan Patriot. I mean, he was making her every promise under the sun to set up a scenario where it was the two of them alone, and like she just, I don't know if it's because she's desperate or what, but like she just was not picking up on it. DJ Darren was there. He picked up on it, but he was kind of a pussy and he wouldn't speak up about it. And then as soon as the guy left, Darren was like, you know, I don't want to get in another fight today, VP. And he's like, but I don't like this guy. Quit inviting him over here. So at least he eventually said something, but that guy was totally trying to like traffic her or just like, you know, put her in an uncomfortable situation.
Go right ahead, Charisma. Charisma, they seem to have the...
Oh, he is.
continuity,
The
word
Dream
I
Team
talk
is
about,
back.
C-O-N-G-U-T-Y, togetherness, meaning combined effort.
Art
And, they have
Anderson
the appeal of the crowd.
and
The
Man Mountain
young folks
Molasses.
love them, but they're in against 2 super heavyweights, so this perhaps can be a test for them right now against 2 men much larger than them in size.
Yes, you're right.
Another Milli Vanilli controversy.
Right. Yes, he did a Gene commercial, I believe. He's known as the Legend in Jeans. The fellow standing in the corner. If you look at him, if you can get a camera shot, you'll
The
see him.
Legend in Jeans.
Throughout this match, we'll talk more about him. Al Joubert is in the ring.
There he is now. He's a legend in jeans.
Al
Get a load of it.
Joubert.
Like Willie Nelson on his belt. It's noted a legend in jeans. You'll see him when he comes in.
Willie Nelson,
man
the
in
singer
corner.
or
Yeah,
the
look at
fighter?
that.
Big Bobby, to your right of your screen, as you see Sonny Beach eyeing his opponent, Al Joubert. And look, what's Wild Thing Ray doing? Beach eyeing his opponent, Al Joubert. And look, what's Wild Thing Ray doing? He's getting up on the top rope left corner.
Yeah, he did. Gotta keep an eye on the wet one, the wet and wild. Or the wild one, I should say. There goes the wild one up in that top corner.
Yeah, he would have been on the Saturday
here it
night
comes,
shows, right?
Here it comes, Daddy-O.
Beach will stay in there. Here comes that Wild Thing way up in the air, and he comes chopping down to the right.
Got a lot of colorful characters on the Saturday night show.
Uh-huh. Oh, hey, you're a gentleman. I thank you.
Thank you. That's very nice of you.
It was kind of like a whole second hierarchy where like mid-card guys were main eventers, you know.
Al Joubert,
That is a neat vibe.
leg takedown. And a leg drop on the arm. And then very quickly he has the good series of moves here, Captain Lou. Other shot. And he tags in. How important do you think it is to constantly tag in and tag out?
Oh man, Mountain Rock was WWF.
Mr. Greg in charge of a combined effort of a tag team combination.
Who
so
am
you
I
don't
thinking
tire
of?
out. You have your partner in there, and you should depend on him and work as a team, conserving your energy. Very, very
Suplex.
vital and important. Look at that. Beautiful move.
Cross cover now, the lateral press, but he can't put him away.
Well, these are big men. They've got to be worn down. That's why the combined effort is vital. Look at that. That's unbelievable. That's a pretty nice suplex.
Going to back suplex by Sonny Beach. This is really Sonny's part of town, I guess.
Kind of like Superstars.
Great amateur stars have
Like
perfected that
Tito could
belly-to-belly
main event
suplex.
an episode of Superstars.
That's a belly-to-belly right there.
Wow, boy, oh boy. Combined with a slam, coming right in like a slam. Well, this
Actually,
Wild
yeah,
Thing
you're
is
right.
a very capable wrestler. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. That basically ended up in a slam.
Oh wow.
That was more of a power
slam, definitely.
Hooks the leg. I don't think he's got enough there. No.
What's he gonna do? Count to
They're full of
7?
stamina and energy. This Wild Thing and the wet one. Here they go. Oh, look at this.
Roadblock.
Wow, that's another
Hey,
one.
Joubert is taking a beating here.
That might be who I'm
Not
thinking
being
of.
able to get over and tag his big 400-pound partner in.
I wonder if they can do that with the big guys.
Off the
Boy,
top.
boy, that's got to be it.
That could
Party's
be enough.
over, baby. Two.
And it is.
Hey,
yes.
Mr. Jeans never even got in the ring. Here he comes in now. Here's the guy
Kicking
who
out of a
mentioned
power
Jeans.
bomb and then
Jordan
in a-
Ash, all the
in
big
a
Gene Cups want this
enhancement
guy to do
match.
commercials. So, could you believe that? Yeah, they say he's got a 32-inch waist.
So that's why they want. Oh, yeah. 32 inch. 32-inch waist. It's an optical illusion if the guy looks heavy.
Coming June 9th, exclusively on pay-per-view, the UWF crowns a Sports Channel television champion. Beach Pro can be seen live June 9th at 7 p.m. for only $14.95. Call your cable operator today. Get pay-per-view.
It's another viewer's question being answered on Ask the Wrestlers. This question was sent in by Michael NG or
Oh my
NG
God, I'll
of
quit
Upper
eating
Darby,
popcorn.
Pennsylvania, who wants to know if B. Brian Blair will ever hook up with his old tag team partner, Jim Brunzell. It's a very timely question, Michael.
They didn't let him in the ring? Good.
Why don't I tag team with Jim Brunzell anymore? Well, it just so happened at the time. we
Wouldn't
both
you
wanted to
agree
go our
that
own way.
taken as a whole, Man Mountain Molasses' best value comes from the way that he looks? And when we see him actually get in the ring, he loses that value because he's real clumsy. He's an oaf. So if you get all the benefit and none of the negative, I think that's probably the best way to go.
ways. But it just so happens now there's a big pay-per-view coming up June 9th, and I've got a funny suspicion that you might see the return of Jumpin' Jim Brunzell along with B. Brian Blair side by side. So you order your subscription right now, Michael, and I think you'll see Jumpin' Jim Brunzell.
For being chosen this week, Michael will receive a free UWF t-shirt and cap. And if you want a chance to have your question answered on the Fury Hour, just send your question on a postcard along with your name and address to Ask the Wrestlers, 702 Washington Street, Marina del Rey, California, 90292.
Coming June 9th, it's a pay-per-view extravaganza. The Universal Wrestling Federation presents Beach Brawl, the battle to crown the Sports Channel television champion. For just $14.95, see wrestling great Steve Dr. Death Williams, Paul Mr. Wonderful Orndorff, Bam Bam Bigelow, Don the Rock Morocco, Cowboy Bob Orton, Cactus Jack, Steve the Wild Thing Ray, plus a ladies championship match. June 9th, pay-per-view, $14.95. The UWF Beach Brawl. Call your cable operator today.
Mississauga. And guess what, Lou? For weeks you've been saying you wanted to see somebody take care of Luna Vachon. Well, maybe right here.
This could be, is it Miss or Mrs.?
Here's the opponent.
Is it Miss or Mrs. Osaka? Mrs. Osaka or
Ms.
Ms. I noticed she's got a good rapport. Look at her with the children. Look at the patience she's got and the way she goes around. The crowd loves her. They love her. Her? Oh, look at it. Oh,
what about her, though?
Her, she's got the face of a pit bull. This woman should be hit with a 2x4, and that wouldn't improve her look. You should plank her, hit her. I don't know what you can do with her, but she's disgusting to me. I think this little Japanese...
Well, I was going to say what it reminded me of is Todd Gordon said that people kept coming up to him and being like, well, you can't just have 9/11 keep coming out and choke slamming people. And like Todd Gordon said that he like resisted him doing anything else because once you kind of exposed his weaknesses as a worker, then kind of that diminishes the aura of the character. But then people argue that like you couldn't just keep doing the same thing over and over again. But I think you can as long as the people are like behind you. Everything doesn't have to lead to something.
Snarling and howling with them two half-wits with the masks on.
Comes from a great wrestling family, Lou.
Well, she sure does. The Vachon family, is that what it is? Paul Vachon? Yeah, they were. Maurice Vachon, that's true. Yes, they were.
Not Rogie Vachon, who was a goaltender.
Rogie Vachon, that's right. That was the hockey player.
Yes.
Yeah, he used to play with his hockey puck. That's
right.
true. Yeah, that's right.
What?
That was the hockey player.
Yes.
Yeah, he used to play with his hockey puck.
Who was a goaltender.
So Captain Lou said he used to play with this guy's hockey puck.
Vachon, that's right. That was the hockey player.
Yes.
Yeah, he used to play with his hockey puck. That's
right.
True. Yeah, that's right. He was saying, well...
But no relation, but the Vachon wrestling family is well known.
True. I speak French, you know, the Vachon.
Is that right?
Oh, very fluently French. I'm a linguist and a bilingual.
I didn't know that.
Monsieur, mademoiselle, qu'est-ce que vous, Jean Télévis, bonsoir, qu'allez-vous pour ce télévis? J'ai téléphone pour Jean Télévis, bonsoir, Télévis, bonsoir. On t'en tweet. Okay, let's go on.
Gimmick.
Merci,
Monsieur beaucoup, monsieur. Jean-Philippe Bar.
All right, let's
Did he
get
say
back to English.
coon?
We're going to turn off America here, at least as far as Sports Channel is concerned.
I'd like to know when she got that outfit, I'll be honest with you. I mean, I'm very curious if that was from, what is it, the name that's kind of like yours, Greg? DeGeorge? Is it what's it, the designer? She DeGeorge? DeGeorgie, yeah, that's a
DeGeorgie.
Whatever last belt she's got on. She's the power lifter. Yeah, she's worked out.
Vachon, she took down Osaka pretty quickly. She does have a weight advantage here also, Captain Lou.
I think this girl's been squatting with Ken Patera.
Oh my!
Or the power twin.
Probably the power
Squat.
twin. Ken throws Osaka down. Osaka's a very quick Oriental wrestler.
Yes.
Good tactical moves.
She's known to eat a lot of sushi also. She's very heavy on sushi. Is that right? Yes, a lot of protein in the sushi.
Yes.
Puts a little sake once in a while.
He's got squatting with Ken Patera and eating sushi.
Down to it, but they said she's very talented. Look at her move. She's got the agility.
I heard she was from Sake. I didn't realize she enjoyed drinking sake.
What does she weigh? About 118 pounds?
110.
110. Okay, she lost 8 pounds, but anyway, she looks good.
Good chop to the midsection.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she looks very good.
He's just like, uh-huh.
She was trained, by the way, by Killer Kowalski.
Vachon was.
No.
Osaka. Osaka. Well, one of the best. I guess Vachon was trained by her father, Paul Vachon.
I think Rogi Vachon trained.
I think we're cresting with Lou Albano on commentary on this last day. I think he's in complete fuck it mode, but this match might be his best work ever on commentary.
Rogi trained her. She got double tattoos, one on the thigh and one on the chest. And look at the marks on the side of her head. She looks like she got hit with a plank with a 2x4. What a beauty. Got a face only a mother can love.
Big stat Osaka.
You know her father disowned her when she was 3?
Who, Rogi?
Yeah, he put her out to pasture.
Ooh.
Oh, boy.
We got Lou going. That could be dangerous.
Uh-huh.
Here they come.
Baby, suplex.
Here they come.
She can suplex from her knees.
You're going to try a suplex. Nice suplex. Well done by Vachon. Lou, have you ever put out a joke book?
This is a nutty
There's a beauty.
commentary.
When you look at this woman's face, you got to talk thinking nothing but jokes. I mean, this is a total... Look at the face on this woman.
She's going to try another suplex.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. She looks like a pit bulldog in heat.
Ooh. I'll tell you what, though, she's been very fair so far. Small package, now lateral press.
Craig DeGeorge is like, what the fuck?
Referee, that is not a good idea.
You had to open your mouth, Craig DeGeorge, and right away she hit the referee.
Well, that's not a good way to endear yourself to the referee.
What was that last word?
Endear?
Endear. Oh, I thought you said endear.
No.
That was a new word I thought I learned.
And I wasn't talking to you, endear.
Endear, okay. Here it goes.
Vachon, nice move.
Yeah, that is...
I'm gonna clip this match for sure for the Captain Lou commentary.
Back elbow drop off the middle rope, nice Captain Lou. You got to say a nice thing about that.
Beautiful move. Party, no, I thought the party was over, but I guess it's just starting.
It appears so, and that's good news for all of us. Good match here, Osaka and Luna Vachon on the Universal Wrestling Federation Fury Hour. First couple of weeks to come, the crowning of the Sports Channel television
Cody Turbo's
champion.
probably cresting as well in the middle of a women's wrestling match.
When they see Luna in the ring, I mean, Vivian Vachon, Paul Vachon, Maurice Vachon. I think they got to be a little bit ashamed of their.
What about Felicia Rashad?
She doesn't seem to carry the family suit.
Doesn't wear the suit very well either.
No.
Ooh.
Takes it right to the neck.
Right to the Clamaris. Yes, Clamaris vein, I believe that is. Is that in the neck?
Who?
The Clamaris vein or artery?
The Clamaris vein.
Carotid artery.
Can someone look that up? The Clamaris.
And now Vachon for the pin. Leg on the rope. Leg on the rope or no? No, that's it.
That's it. Help from the outside. Definitely.
I don't think he caught the leg of the rope. Now she gets thrown out by one of the Black Hearts and down.
Wow.
Come on. Get these guys. Take care of these Black Hearts. This is ridiculous.
Here it goes.
She throws out Osaka, who's still up and hobbling.
Ah, there it goes. Listen, Captain Lou couldn't give two shits about this.
Wet and Wild now, battling of chairs here.
Wild on the mountain top. Uh-oh. Look at Vivian throwing chairs in the ring.
Battle of chairs.
Luna.
Here's crossed him in the head twice.
Whack him again.
Four times.
Hit him again.
Whack him, whack him, hit him again. Hit him again.
Good.
Captain Lou.
Kill him, neck roll.
Now hit him. That's what laying in. Good.
Oh my God, wow, this one's really popping off.
Level them out, baby. They need it.
Oh my. On the Black Hearts.
That's what I call putting it in. Good.
Black Hearts are going to have a couple of black eyes here.
Coming June 9th, exclusively on pay-per-view, the UWF crowns a Sports Channel television champion.
Are those horses racing? Maybe.
June 9th at 7 p.m. for only $14.95. Call your cable operator today.
Oh, here we go.
We are only weeks away from Beach Brawl 1991 for the
Hey,
crowning of the
Peter
first ever
Ambrosini.
UWF Sports Channel Television Champion. Now, this elimination tournament began weeks ago, and we're going to bring you up to date.
Are you
on all
trying
the
to
results.
see if
Now,
you
the
can
format was
get
formulated
control
by
of the
Dr.
book at the
Herb
horse
Abrams
racing?
and was determined following much speculation as to who should be the UWF Sports Channel Television Champion. Certainly one of the top contenders for the $100,000 belt certainly has to be.
Oh man,
Steve
imagine
Dr.
that
Death
match,
Williams,
Dr. Death
as he left
versus
no doubt
Nikolai.
to the nation's capital with a one-sided destruction over Nikolai Volkov in just 3 minutes. What was to be the most competitive match in the opening round came to an abrupt end with the Williams Stampede. Also moving closer to the big match in Palmetto, Florida, was crowd favorite
Bam Bam.
Bam Bigelow. But victory wasn't assured until he was able to wrest a chair from Ivan Koloff and give the Russian Bear a little taste of his own medicine. The victory in Toronto for the Behemoth Bigelow reconfirms his vow to destroy all contenders. The bloodied ex-champion Koloff stunned.
Do you think guys think any of these matches actually happen? I think
Here
they're
are the
making
8
them up.
grapplers who now make up the quarterfinal round in the UWF Sports Channel Television Championship.
That is a pretty
Elimination
decent
Tournament.
lineup. I mean,
Next week at the Hotel Pennsylvania in New York, the war for the top 2 spots will be on the line. Make sure you tune in to see just who will be battling for the belt in the Beach Brawl on June 9th.
Tickets are available right now at the Manatee Civic Center box office in Palmetto, Florida. If you want to see the Beach Brawl in person on Sunday, June the 9th, call 813-722-6626. Or you can call Ticketmaster at these locations all over the state of Florida.
Tampa Bay.
In the Tampa Bay area, you can get your tickets to the June 9th event by calling
Technically,
this number.
is a Bay Area, but not the Bay Area.
UWF fans in Central Florida have a short ride for the June 9th Beach Brawl.
I don't think
This
they
is your
did.
Ticketmaster
Do you?
number.
There's no way they ran like Toronto and then Washington D.C. and all these other places, right? I think that's just like a Pat Patterson winning the title in Rio de Janeiro type thing.
Those of you in South Florida can call Ticketmaster at this number. And North Floridians can get their tickets to the June 9th Beach
Which I don't
at
care,
this
really.
Ticketmaster number. See you in
I don't want to
Palmetto,
see
Florida,
Nikolai
June the 9th.
Volkov versus Dr. Death, really, to
The
be honest.
Golden Greek, the greatest manager in the world, the greatest coach in the world, the greatest trainer
Tampa Bay
in the
area
world.
sports, yeah.
Who do I have in my stable? Name
Technically.
it. First of all, Bob Orton, tremendous wrestler. Who else comes knocking on my door? Cactus Jack, another tremendous wrestler. I put their names way up in the sky, way up in neon signs. Then all of a sudden, a couple days ago, who comes knocking on the Golden Greek store? Because they were sick and tired of their little weasel other guy that they had. The big power twins came knocking at my door, and they said, Mr. Tolos, we want you,
Toronto.
the Golden Greek, to take us and teach us.
I just don't think they
and show
ran
us.
there.
And I said, gentlemen,
Wow.
you're on my side.
Roman salutes from the Power
You're on
Twins.
the Golden Greeks bandwagon. You belong to me now. And what happens? Believe me, gentlemen, it'll be victory after victory after victory. And
Honestly, it's hard to dispute him at this point because he was the manager for Cowboy Bob Orton, who's one of the absolute top of the, heap contenders here in the UWF. I feel like everyone Tolos gets involved with kind of gets the push.
I predict, believe me, I predict.
Believe
when
me.
the Golden Greek predicts, he's always right, 100,000%.
Now he's going to go outside and do that limousine commercial.
You people are looking
Midnight
at
Express limousines.
World's Tag
Should have had a
Team
WWE run.
Champions. Look at them. Take a
I
look.
mean,
Who's number one?
why not?
We are. Who's number two? Everybody else. You got it, man. Who's the greatest manager in the world? You are. Who's the greatest trainer in the world? You are. Who's the greatest coach in the world? You are. What is the greatest wrestling organization in the world? The UWF. You got it, boys. You guys are going to go all the way. And believe me, the Golden Greek says it, and it'll come true. They are the power!
like him better already just having Tolos with him. We better mute that. That's coming through again pretty strong. Well, what do you, I mean, do you think Bethadone's going to be able to keep her shit together when it comes to her live streams or she can keep making content and stay out of trouble?
I love Florida. I love
I have
area.
some
Pay-per-view event on the
doubts
9th.
about it.
It's going to be right here from Florida, you know. We're going to be coming right out of the Palmetto area. It's about 100 miles from here.
Manatee Civic Center.
Big pay-per-view. It's on the 9th, and it'll be what's it, $14.95. You call your local cable company. You can watch Paul Orndorff, B. Brian Blair, Bam Bam Bigelow, Sonny
Bethadone
Beach,
cannot be
tamed.
Gordy, period. You just can't do it.
Here, Bruno Sammartino, Greg DeGeorge.
What kind of gimmick would I give him?
They'll both be here. It's going to be great to be seen. I tell you, it's going to be wonderful.
Be a women's championship match as well.
Oh boy!
I would pretty much just have them be themselves. I think they're actually really good on the mic. I don't know if you ever heard them on that John Arezzi show back in the day, but like they were really good, naturally unlikable heel personas. I would have had them like again with a manager of some kind, but I'd have them talk for themselves too. But the manager could like help them and fuck them over in the match. You know what I mean? But I would have them in like cut promos where like they projected that they were like, you know, in fantastic, you know, great shape. Really projected like kind of like Rick Rude vibes, but coming from them. Like just make them like old school, piss off the fans heels.
Event, we're gonna have remember they're going to crown a champion. This is Sports Channel America.
Television champion.
It was a 3.5 earthquake that they were going to rock us with.
I mean, what is it? No, he's not a
Managed by Brooklyn Brawler. There you go. He could say he was like the most prestigious manager, like Tolos did.
A couple of good showings. He couldn't make his way out of the card. That's still
give him a suit.
2.5 weeks to go. But you're right. He has been a corporate for quite a while. Maybe he's just having. I mean, not everybody, Lou, has to move up to be the president in our country, in our businesses.
Yeah, pro wrestling spotlight.
And you need some Indians as well.
I love just listening to that show. It's so relaxing.
You said it, Greg. You happen to be a psychologist and a strategist.
But then again, maybe he does want to aspire to become a sergeant or...
I like your philosophy. I like the way you analyze things and psychoanalyze. You know, John Tolos seems to come up with... I want to ask you something, Craig.
Yes, go ahead.
What is that whistle around John Tolos' neck? Why do you think he has that there for? I never see him use it.
Yeah, that's true. He never does use it. I think it's just for some kind of...
secret weapon?
I think when you think of an official, you think of somebody with authority, somebody with power. It might be an ego trip, and that seems...
I noticed that this Herb Abrams seems to get this John Tolos involved with all of the, I don't know, he goes in with these big guys. Look at the size of the men he's got now, the tag team combination. But I notice he never uses that whistle. He has a whistle around his neck. Why does the man have a whistle around his neck?
I'll tell you what, you do many Captain Corners. Next time you get him on, ask him.
I'm going to ask him. And why don't they call him the coach? He always seems to be coaching. And look at him now again in the corner.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Kirshner.
Go ahead.
To the top
Boy, Kirshner kind of dropped off. They gave him that big win over Boris Zukov, and now he's going to be putting over the Power Twins. I mean, I'm sure, what's that other guy's name? Perry?
By Kirshner, here comes David Perry.
Dave Perry.
Here it goes.
Who is Paul Perry? Takes a shot.
Who's Dave Perry? Did you hear that?
His brother. This guy's brother, David Perry's brother.
Get the whole family tree out in front of you?
Oh, they got it all, Greg.
Lousy clothesline.
Get the whole family tree out in front of you?
Oh, they got it all, Greg. Clothesline for the big man. Clothesline for the big man.
Now, speaking of who's who, Dave and Larry, we always have the same problem. Who's in here now?
Can you tell the difference? I can't really tell the difference. Dave and Larry, one looks like Charlie or Mo. I don't know. You can't look at the size of them. I mean, look at the biceps on these guys, the triceps, the latissimus dorsi muscles. These are big men. Look at the power, the agility to go behind.
Captain Lou really knows men's bodies.
Knowledge, the wrestling ability. Pay attention, Greg DeGeorge. Put the thing back on your ears. I'm talking to you. Pay attention. Look at the body on these guys. Look at the biceps, triceps, latissimus dorsi, pectorius major. The guy in the medulla of that man's brain lies the mind of a genius. I'm talking about John Tolos. Look at John Tolos at the ringside. The man is a classic genius. I'll tell you the truth. I'm glad I don't do this all the time. There it is. I'm watching it.
We're not.
And don't forget, I want to tell you on June 9th. All right, forget about the finish. I'm talking about the pay-per-view event on June 9th right here. And what's the name of that town? Palmetto.
But yeah, I feel like it really puts Bethadone in a tight spot because she really values like her freedom. Like she just doesn't like to be fenced in, but like sometimes you've got to build a fence around it.
Here, Osaka.
Unfortunately, like
Wrestling
Tito.
fans, as you know, I've made 7 trips to the Orient. And
7
I'm gonna
trips
right now
to the
introduce
Orient.
on the captain's corner this week one of the most famous Japanese stars of all time. Now, I speak Japanese fluently.
Antonio
Perhaps you
Inoki?
won't understand me because I speak the real
Giant
Japanese,
Baba?
and she may speak the dialect. Ohaya, oya, como tania boho satana, uyuka ma haika ya boto sabio, unya haita, oya tayo, oya,
Looks like I'm going to be clipping 2 segments from this. Another great Captain Lou's corner. What are we even watching?
What? Real Japanese. I speak Japanese fluently. Perhaps she won't understand me because I speak the real Japanese and she may speak the dialect. Ohaya, oya, como tania boho satana, uyuka ma haika ya boto sabio, unya haita, oya tayo, oya, what? Go ahead, answer me. Come on, don't stand there. Let me hear what you got to say.
Made them pizza guys? That would actually be kind of badass. They could lean into it too and say that like they'll get the win in X amount of minutes or under every time.
That was my head. Japanese, baby, the captain did it. I don't know what I'm saying either.
Did you hear him?
Japanese, baby, the captain did it.
He goes, he says it, you can hear him, he goes, I don't know what I was saying.
I don't know what I'm saying either.
What the fuck? Amazing segment, wow. Ooh, the Lynx. Now we're talking.
All right, here comes the Lynx. One of your favorites.
This guy's the cat man. This is the cat man. The Lynx.
like this guy.
Yeah, this is the pussy cat.
He's your kind of man.
That's the Lynx. He's good.
What's
I like
that
this Lynx.
mean?
He's
You
good,
have
man.
my,
This
you
guy
had
was
my
He's out for the
curiosity.
box.
Now
His
you
name
have
is
my
the Lynx.
attention.
The Lynx. He's the Lynx.
The Lynx has got me bought
Like
back
the
in.
character that used to work with Peggy Lipton
There you go, Greg.
in the Mod Squad.
Craig.
Yeah.
Craig and Greg the George.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
Here's the Lynx set to do battle here in the
Yes,
Universal
sir.
Wrestling
Yes,
Federation
sir.
Fury
Against
Hour with
Michael Caine, the actor?
Mr. V. Big V, they call him.
Boy,
Big
I love
V?
this Universal Wrestling, I'll tell you, baby. It's an honor for Captain Lou sitting here. I love sitting here. And don't forget my good friend Bruno Sammartino will be back. With the one and only Craig DeGeorge, who is a legend in his own time. Craig DeGeorge, there is one thing that you add to professional wrestling that no other announcer or anyone in the business can do. And you know what that is?
What is that?
You and Bruno add legitimacy to this business because only with you there can we bring out to the people the best in the world of professional wrestling and your expertise. in the
Wow,
world
what a
of announcing.
bootlicker.
You are great. God bless you, and you are the best.
Wow, what a
Tell you now.
bootlicker.
I told you about that contract.
Well, it's true. I mean that as a serious, on a serious note, and
All
I do
back.
mean,
All right,
and I do mean that
well,
sincerely.
that's very
are
nice
the-
of you, Captain Lou. Thank you very much. A pleasure to be
Sure.
working with you in the Universal Wrestling Federation.
What's going on with Captain Lou?
On a serious note, and
All
I do
back. I told you about that contract.
well, God bless you, and you are the best. Telling you now.
I told you about that contract.
Well, it's true. I mean that as a serious, on a serious note, and
All
I do
back. All right,
and I do mean that sincerely.
that's very
You are
nice
the-
of you.
He's
Captain
just
Lou. Thank you very
bringing
much. A pleasure to be
personal
working with you
issues
in
into the
Universal
commentary
Wrestling
now.
Federation.
This is some
And
Bill
check out
Watts behavior.
Big V in the Lynx. I like this Lynx guy, 221
sir.
out of the Blue Ridge
Yes,
Mountains
sir.
in Kentucky. And he's got that speed. And look at that.
Boy,
Quick
man.
moves, lightning fast.
Brother, if I could move like that, I'll tell you the truth, I'd go back in the ring.
You know, they probably should call him the cat. Rather than the Lynx,
Yeah,
huh?
Lynx. Call him that.
Lynx?
He sure can, man. I've never seen a guy move with more agility.
You gotta
Oh
move
my
like
God,
that
what
sometime.
Lou?
I haven't moved like that. I was a baby in the crib when I moved like that, I think. I don't think I moved like that as a baby.
I understand you were a Swift baby.
I was a Swift baby. I used to wet the bed a lot. In fact, I was 19. I was still wetting the bed. Yeah.
Reversal Irish
What
whipping.
did I know? I drank too much beer.
Goes after him.
My
Oh,
God.
my.
I had to cut the beers out.
Takes
Oh,
the
man.
clothesline.
I had to cut,
My.
I had to cut the beers out.
Ooh, listen to that shit.
Oh,
I had to cut,
my.
I had to cut the beers out. Too much
You know
beer.
what would be
after
kind of
him.
badass is if has Adam Page ever done that, like where he gets monkey flip like that and then just immediately pop back and hit like he does with this that lariat over the rope, but instead of going over the rope, do it out of like reversing out of a monkey flip.
Oh,
I had to cut,
my.
I had to cut the beers out.
Boom!
Takes the clothesline.
This guy's in good shape too. I'll tell you the truth. Look at him. tanned, well-conditioned. He
Good
can move
shape,
well. Oh,
good
yeah.
shape. Not the biggest of guys.
No.
Way up there and then down to the
He's a
midsection.
yeah,
Wow,
totally
man, go
booze
up there.
hound.
Yes, sir.
How
Brady
about this big
Boone.
V?
What do
We're
you?
talking about the Lynx.
Oh, is he the
Look at
Lynx?
the moves of this man.
He
He
goes
KP?
to the top rope. Hey, Lynx waiting down. Here comes the V.
Oh man, I thought the
Down,
ropes
headbutt.
broke. Oh my God, I about had a heart
Lynx
attack.
waiting down. Here comes the V.
Jeez, I thought the ropes were coming
Boy,
down.
these guys are unbelievable today. The athletes of today, I've got to say, Craig.
You can just see the cars driving by in the
I
background.
would have to say, in my day, the wrestlers were
I'm gonna
smaller.
miss this.
don't
I
think
like
they
this
possess the
setup.
size of today. There were many a great wrestler out there years ago, but I've got to say the athlete of today is perhaps better.
And you can say that generalization for any sport.
I would say yes. I'd say in my day when they did a 15-foot pole vault in 1949, Reverend Bob Richards, it was a record. Today they do 1920.
Well, you know, old Brady Boone, cousin of our boy hero, Billy Jack Haynes.
351 to 360.
Yep.
It's unreal.
Yep.
In weightlifting.
You saw Babe Ruth hit how many home runs?
You want to know something? I never actually saw Babe, but I saw Lou Gehrig.
What a
fly home, and I
unique
saw Joe Lee hit
individual.
56 consecutive games in 1939. That I did see.
And you were telling me Abner Doubleday is quite a man.
Great person. He's a wonderful personal friend of mine. He was a great guy in his day.
All right, the Lynx working on Big V.
But the wrestler of today.
I like
is
the
a great,
Lynx
great
gimmick.
athlete.
It's a pretty interesting look.
Elbow drop, nobody home.
Oh, yeah, that Lynx can move.
Big V, though,
Wasn't there a
pretty
new
quick
battle
himself,
cat,
out of the way.
like
The
with a
elbow
K,
from
like a luchador
the
or
Lynx.
something?
Abe Lincoln, good man.
Abe Lincoln was a wonderful person. I'll tell you, Abe did a good job, and I liked him. I'll tell you the truth. He sets up the ring. They got a fellow called Abe Lincoln sets up the ring for Opera Seeker. It's not Universal Wrestling.
Yeah.
It's called the Transworld Wrestling.
I
don't
that.
mean our president, Abe Lincoln. I'm not making fun
Yeah,
of
he
him.
blames
By the way, I
Vince
think George
McMahon
Bush
for
did
his
a heck of a
death.
job out there, too. You want to know
Yes, he
something?
did.
With our troops,
Yes, he
brought
did.
all our boys back, very little casualties. He marched at the right time. And hey, now they're finding out that Ronnie Reagan wasn't too bad either, building all those weapons that they used to knock out that moron over there. Yes, sir.
Somebody's tuning in. They may think this is Nightline, but
I
it's
don't care what it is, but it's America, baby. Get
Okay.
behind our guys. When Craig
I don't know
DeGeorge,
what's
Captain
going
Lou,
on, but it's
Dominic
America,
Bruno
baby.
Sammartino, a living legend.
still coming up this hour. The big six-man tag. That's coming up next. Mr. Wonderful, B. Brian Blair, Bam Bam against Orton, Zukov.
Look at that
Colonel
that
DeVere.
beautiful backdrop that the
Right,
wrestling's
bottom,
taking
just
place
there.
against.
Didn't really land as well as he wanted to there with the drop kick.
Beautiful sky, palm
And
trees.
Lynx goes into the corner. We're coming to you from Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida.
Beautiful area.
Yes, it is.
It's unbelievable, Florida. I think it's the greatest
During
state in the
Vegan
union.
Patriot stream yesterday, there was an impromptu erotic massage. And to DJ Darren's credit, he did make sure that it got the best possible angle so that we could get a silhouette of the erotic massage, which made it way more, way more artistic. So shout out to DJ Darren for his good camera work yesterday.
Florida.
Is that right?
Yes, it's number 2 state in the union. More the wealth is number 2 in the nation, and the fastest growing state in the country, Florida. Yes, sir.
Correct.
Baby.
6 of the top 10 growing
Bobcat,
areas.
Bob
Certainly is. By the year
Hadley. I
2000,
don't even know who
Florida
that
will be
is.
number 1 in popularity in the nation.
I don't think I've ever seen him
Breaks down
before.
the-
Well, I probably did as
Whoa, baby.
that
Big
gimmick, I
V.
guess.
Oh,
The atomic drop by
That's
Big V.
That's got to hurt the coccyx. That's the lower part of the back in the lumbar region. It's got to dislocate, baby. Look at that. Woo. Right on the tailbone. That's
You're
what
right
they call
about
it.
that, yes. Looked like Lynx wanted to do a back body drop.
That'll
or
give you an
something off the top
attitude
rope.
adjustment
Instead,
in a
beat
hurry.
around.
Here it goes.
Now Lynx with a big club to the right.
Here it goes, Daddy-O.
And the midsection.
Here goes the Catman, the Lynx, up on the corner.
Here goes the
Look at that
Catman.
move.
What's he going to do now? He's not going to go backwards.
I don't know. He climbs them ropes like a pussycat.
Top rope, he did.
Wow.
Flips over him. Missed him.
Just look at that.
He missed him. Beat his clothesline. Turns around.
Agility.
Another
Here
miss to
goes the
clothesline.
Catman.
And tried to atomic drop him. All
That's
over,
it,
baby.
please,
Turns around.
please.
He's got him.
Thank
He
you.
had him.
Wow.
That's where the quickness overpowered the size. Quickness came through. There
Fantastic.
you go, baby.
Fasten
Beat
your
Brian Blair.
seatbelts.
Fasten your seatbelt.
Button your shirt.
Button your shirt. We got, look, Bam Bam Bigelow, beat Brian Blair.
Oh boy, look
and
who it
Paul
is.
Orndorff. This is what I call, baby, the wrecking crew. I mean,
Boris
this could be
Zukov,
devastating. Look at that combination. Woo!
Bob
I
Orton,
never
and
seen nothing like it.
Mike
That is the
Fusion
team. Shut up, that
against
man. You
Orndorff,
better than me.
Brian Blair,
You
and
got a
Bam
bigger
Bam.
belly than me. Look at that there. You got a big belly, too. Shut up.
After Lou
That guy with a
jarring
big
with
belly.
Rusty Brooks.
Captain Lou, and I'm talking to you, baby.
All right, I'll tell you
Woo!
what.
We're finding out
What was
Reagan ain't
that?
so bad building them weapons to take out that jerk over there. That idiot over there.
5 years, man.
Zook off in the corner.
That's all that good beer.
5 years. Well, let me see. Your sneaks need a
Hey, I
clean
don't
there.
drink and drive. I do, but I don't drink and drive, so I'm all right.
All right.
Main thing, don't get out and drink and drive, brother. Remember that.
That's
This is what I've wanted from UWF the whole time. It just took a while to get one of the people to just completely give up like Lou's doing.
Blair was waiting for him. Now it's Bigelow's corner. And here's a match where the referee's role is very vital, because if he should turn around at the wrong time, somebody could be in for real trouble.
All right, there, Bigelow.
Snaps him over.
And Zukov will sell that head to science when he dies.
Would science be interested?
I don't know. There's nothing in there. I guarantee that.
Body slams him down.
That Captain Lou interview
Now Zukov
was
against
absolutely
Orton and
nuts.
Brian Blair, and they back body drop him, and boy, did they ever.
They put all their eggs in one basket, but man, they committed to it.
Look, here comes Heavy.
Here comes your pal, Rusty Brooks.
Oh, he worked world class.
Rusty Brooks.
This man got leverage, brother. He's built
Did
right
he
to the
sign a
ground.
deal with Power Town?
There you go.
Brooks into the rope.
This guy, can we be honest?
He knocked Orndorff down.
This guy right here, he looks like one of the like made up characters from like WCW versus NWO, where they were like loosely based on somebody. He looks like one of those kind of guys, like Powder Keg or.
Lucky, one lucky blow.
That's who I thought. That's what I think of when I see him as Powder Keg, which was the Terry Gordy,
There comes a big man. Here comes a big
generic Terry Gordy from the game.
man. Bam Bam. Look at the head on
Bam
Bam
with the
Bam.
headbutt.
You can spin him around and watch cartoons on his head.
Not that again.
There you go, Bam Bam.
There's 390 pounds knocking
Look
down
at Bob
Brooks.
Orton. Yeah. What's the matter? Your manager's not here and you jumped off the corner? Get up there, Bob Orton, and
Oh
fight
man,
like
is he
a
gonna
man.
suplex old boy?
Bigelow.
Let's go!
There you go,
Wow,
baby.
And he nailed him.
Great wrestler. He's a good wrestler, too.
great wrestling.
Orton. Yeah, he's a good wrestler, too. Father's a
Mark
great
Fusion level
look at
commentary
this,
from
Bam
Captain
Bam.
Lou.
Bigelow in the scissors.
Wow.
And Brooks.
This is what you call heavy handling heavy.
Heavy,
Heavy over heavy.
Heavy over heavy. Okay.
Take him down, Bam Bam. Here comes B. Brian, baby.
Here's B. Brian Blair.
Buzzy B.
Buzzing B on the mid rope.
There
Face
you
him
go,
down,
Daddy.
elbow drop back.
Here it comes.
Up Brooks. Flips him around. Small
Touched him.
package. Put him away. No. Can't get him.
Eyes. Had to go for the eyes.
Uh-oh. Look where he is.
Sure, sure. Watch it, ref.
Long part
Come
of
on,
town.
referee. Wake up. They're in the corner, referee. Come on.
Does anybody know or would look it up for me? When did Captain Lou die?
And we get a good look at what Bigelow and Brooks are doing.
Shut up, big head.
Now the referee's going to say, hey, two guys got to get out of there. And Orton is in. Elbow. Tags in for Zukov. Now Orton, what's Orton doing? Orton staying
What
in
the
there.
hell?
Now Orton, what's Orton doing? Orton staying in there. Zukov. Tags in for Zukov. Now Orton, what's Orton doing? Orton staying in there.
How
Zukov.
bizarre.
Oh, good shield there by Orton, I guess, Captain Lou. He shielded him. Shielded the referee.
Disgrace what goes on. Sometimes these referees can't have eyes in the back of their head, but boy, I'm sorry. They should have two referees in a match like this.
All right, Rusty Brooks coming in.
How do you think, Craig?
Two referees. I think it's a good idea. I think you have one
He's
guy
right.
maybe
You need
outside
two
the ring,
referees
one
for a
enough
tag
room,
match.
One in the ring.
Greg DeGeorge, when you make a statement, you really have power behind it. You remind me of Craig DeGeorge.
Oh, Rusty Brooks. That's right. But that is the Mike Fusion same guy, right?
How about this Rusty? Doesn't look too rusty.
I'll tell you the truth, these Dusty Brooks don't look bad.
Dusty Brooks.
Here comes Nikita. What's this guy's name? Nikita Molkov?
No. That's Boris Zukov.
Boris Lukov.
What's this guy's name? Nikita Molkov?
There he is. Look at Bob. Nikita Molkov. Dusty Brooks don't look bad. Here comes Nikita. What's this guy's name? Nikita Molkov?
No. That's Boris Zukov.
Boris Lukov. There he is. Look at Bob Orton coming in.
Yeah, Boris Zukov. There he is.
Look. The referee's
Blair and referee bothered distracting. Here's Orton going to work on Blair and Zukov is
Definitely
too.
should have two referees, I tell you. Big head. Shut up, big head.
Orton with the head
Head like a watermelon.
Head like a watermelon. Head like a beach ball.
Stomping around the ring, stalking. Here comes Brooks in. And now Orton brings him over to the right.
I honestly do like what's his name? Rusty Brooks. I like Rusty Brooks. I think he's a funny. He just is a territory guy. He looks like a territory guy. He wrestles like a territory guy.
Too much, Craig, for one referee to handle. That's all I can say.
That outfit is hilarious. It's like a Don Bass
Should have one out, one in.
Hey, did Brooks get him?
No, he didn't. It was very
kind of
close.
vibe.
2.5 count.
Boy, if he got him, you'll be hearing from him, I'll tell you that. After jarring
You know,
with
there's
him.
nothing worse than a reformed fat man. This Brooks here lost. He did lose 100 pounds, you know. He's still an obese guy like the captain, but he thinks he's in good shape now, so now you can't deal with him. You know. He's still, no, there's nothing worse than a half count.
Boy, if he
Got one in.
Hey, did Brooks get him?
No, he didn't. It was very close. 2.5 count.
Boy, if he got him, you'll be hearing from him, I'll tell you that. After jarring
You know,
with
there's
him.
nothing worse than a reformed fat man. This Brooks here lost. He did lose 100 pounds.
There's nothing worse than a reformed fat man?
He's still an obese guy like the captain, but he thinks he's in good shape now, so now you can't deal with him.
Oh, wow, what a statement. You're upset because Jeremy is a Thorpe fool? Well, I don't think that's anything new. Are there any Thorpeaters that would I feel like Jeremy's been like a Grace loyalist for the longest.
And you lost 100 pounds.
Certainly the whole time I've been around.
Like, sit over there. And there you go.
Zukov.
What was the name of that promotion, do you know, KP?
I hit him with a 2x4. Watch the guy with the big head.
Watch the guy with the big head. What's his name? Nikita Volkov?
Come on, Brian, baby.
Almost
Pay
got him,
attention.
a little more.
Here it is, ref.
Can he get him? No. Zukov pushes him right back.
Come on.
Zukov's got him up, and he body slams him. Now the tag into Rusty Brooks. Brooks misses with the elbow drop.
What are you getting, a suntan, Orton?
And Blair finally able to get Bigelow in. Brooks not too happy about that.
Yeah, Jeremy is definitely a Grace loyalist. He's probably on like his 20th relapse of his Grace addiction.
Craig, I'm glad this is the last match because this could be the end of the ring. Look at this ring shape.
No shade, not judging.
Yes.
Wow, there's got to be 2,000 pounds
externally.
in that ring.
Bigelow got poked in the eye, I believe, by Rusty Brooks, who was able to tag in Orton.
Here it comes. Now this could be a battle of wits. These are two great wrestlers in the ring.
Battle of wits.
Stalking each other. Bob Orton moving in.
Hold on. Is that a hold on? Is that a callback? Him saying a battle of the brains? Is that his way of saying that he thinks Bam Bam is dumb? Because remember, he said that John Tolos was the brains of Cowboy Bob Orton.
These are not strangers.
Or was that a different guy that he was the brains of?
Zukov getting a shot in from the right. Bigelow working on Orton. Zukov coming in. He never tagged in, did he?
Well, what can the referee do?
Well, he's got to keep Orton outside the ring. Can't just let the guy come in.
Bigelow got him now, baby.
Headbutt by Bigelow.
Yeah, he came in and dropped a bunch of F slurs one time and then N-words, hard R N-words.
Blair knocks out one man. It's Orton and Orndorff on the left.
They don't, you don't get it. It's not an issue of whether they can or they can't. They don't want to. The only reason, in my opinion, they do content is so that they can interact with Grace. Like, that seems to be their big motivation. And then in King's case, well, I mean, Jeremy does other collabs as well, but it seems like that's kind of the drive of the content always comes back to the Thorpes for them. I just think that's like their, you know, that's their jar. They feel safe and comfortable when they're inside their jar.
And Zukov, as Bigelow comes down, as you look at Orton now, taking care of his man. Orton, boy, where do you look now? Bigelow and Zukov have headbutted one another.
I know he was mad at me for some reason.
There's Orndorff just getting up.
Maybe over like over the time slot or something. He thought that.
Orndorff's got the chair.
I never know what people tell me is true or not.
And let's see. Brooks seems to be out of it as well. As the combatants make their way out. Orndorff, Blair, and Bigelow victorious in the six-man tag.
Hotel accommodations for the UWF is provided by the Travelodge of Lake Buena Vista, Florida. When your business or vacation plans call for you to be in the Orlando area, call Travelodge Reservations.
UWF, the Universal Wrestling Federation.